What would I have his name? Epic?
Rika, Epic.
Try Alvin.
Dylan.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
Rika,
probably.
Epic, or Dylan, dude. Or Super Epic.
Super epic. That's what I think.
No, I don't
Super.
have it. I don't have it.
Let me check
I
on
don't
Twitter,
have
and
that.
if I see a tweet from him that says 8s, I'm gonna kill him.
Nah, dude, you could just look at bananas and see if he's in there, and he's not. So.
Oh, true. Let me see. Oh,
He's
you
not
already
in
checked.
Yeah, I already checked.
Yeah, he's not playing 8s then.
I could let me add Strive and see if he can give me his phone number, dude.
Did your dad get home and then turn the air conditioning off?
And I turned it back on, and he turned it back off.
I just turned it on like 10 minutes ago.
And he's already turned it off. Dude is like air conditioning Hitler. He wants
I don't think he.
I feel like
I think he just assumes that it's on all of the time when he's not home.
But we
wouldn't
just turned it
air
on.
conditioning Hitler like put air conditioners into concentration camps?
No, he'd take them out.
No, like he would put them in there and be like, "You fucking piece of shit air conditioners! It's time to get the gas." Like he'd be like against them.
I don't think that's how any of that happened.
That's exactly how it happened, dude.
Oak definitely knows what he's talking about, dude.
I do.
I believe him.
Dude, I idolize Hitler, dude.
Oh my god.
Wait, hold on.
Yo,
The stream already started, Oak.
I was gone for a damn second.
Yo,
What?
I was in characters, dude.
In character, you're a dragon.
Exactly.
You're a dragon.
The Hitlers
Oh.
of D&D.
Wait, Adam, our question?
Dragons do exhibit some authoritarian tendencies.
I see. Okay.
Okay.
So naturally,
I'll
Oak
buy
picked
it.
to hide his white supremacy.
I actually
Why
thought
do
about
I
messaging
care?
you, Adam, and asked if I could remake my character
This
today
is
to
gonna
be a
be a problem.
dwarf, just so I could do a Scottish accent on it.
I like it. No one picked dwarves, dicks, and then also no one picked a cleric.
Well,
So-
I-
Wait,
Oh,
do we
okay.
have any like healers?
I'm not
Cricket's
yeah.
basically gonna be your healer.
Cricket.
Don't fuck with me.
Sarah's our white mage.
Okay, so Adamar?
Yeah.
Okay, character question.
What is
Since
it? What's up?
Dragon took out my whole entire village, am I allowed to have, like, unrelenting distrust to, like,
Oh,
towards
yeah, be
Oak
racist
since he's
to
a
Oak.
dragon?
He raises the oak.
Oh,
You can be racist towards me. It'll be the first of my life.
Definitely.
Finally.
Okay.
be racist. I'm so glad one of us is.
Oak
I
will
finally
definitely,
get to.
Oak will definitely take this with him and be like, I've experienced depression.
I'm so excited to finally
Experience
experience
depression.
racism. You have no idea.
Dude, she's, like, very passive-aggressive, though, so you're just gonna get looked at a lot, like, really angry.
I'm gonna be like a
Maybe
1
some
HP,
passive-aggressive
no heals
sticky
coming
notes or something.
I'm always gonna be 2 levels behind you guys because she's just never gonna heal me.
Nope.
I'll
Lit.
die every encounter.
Expect hesitation towards getting saved.
That's alright. I'm used to not being saved and being let down because I've teamed with Bum, so I'm good.
Ooh.
All right,
I'm
if
actually
he
surprised
doesn't-
he
if he
didn't
doesn't-
join
If he
us.
doesn't join in
I remember
5
that.
minutes, we'll get started.
Okay.
Dude, we're meeting
We'll
him on
just-
the road. Dude.
Yeah, we'll meet him
Yeah,
on the road.
I'll retcon
We'll meet him on
it.
the caravan.
I turned oak like down to like 50% and it's still like super loud.
That's because
That
I'm the
man is
greatest
loud as
mic of
hell.
all time.
Is mine low? Because that's always the problem with mine.
No,
No, you're
you're
fine, dude.
good for
Yeah, I
me.
think you're
at
fine.
least.
Okay, cool. Maybe the new headset.
I'm just kind of keeping an eye on the levels on the stream to say make sure everyone's kind of like balanced.
Yeah.
I want to be OP. What the fuck?
You were
I'll be
the
Sal.
main problem, so
Nice.
Yeah, I call
Just
it
like always. Which one?
oh wait, Zoo, say something.
No.
So,
Oh,
Holy
we
shit,
need
that
to
was
turn Zoo
loud.
down.
That's not
What?
loud on mine.
Wait,
I'm
Zeus,
He
not-
speak
was like super
normally.
quiet for me.
Don't yell at us. Speak normally.
I'm not gonna yell. Okay, sometimes I'm just gonna naturally.
Alright, you're good. You're good.
Yeah,
Now-
Zoo has
now
a hard
you-
time talking without going like, "Oh, that was hype."
Yeah.
Dude.
Dude, let's go.
Yo, I'll know
Let's
I'm doing a good
go.
job as a DM if I get it. Oh, that was hype during D&D.
Or yo, I'm
Zoo.
sick.
Zoo,
No, I
I
will
literally-
do that. I will say I'm sick. I will say I'm sick. That's
Zoo,
guaranteed.
the other intern I work with is literally you, but for programming. Like he gets
Where
hyped
did Citri
every
go?
time he
Oh,
solves a
wait, he gets
problem.
hyped from
dude.
doing coding? Like, what
Yeah,
would
like, all right. It's like if we're like sitting there trying to solve a problem, right? They're like we can't figure it out, and like he like just like spontaneously gets the answer. He'll be like, oh, and he starts typing. I'm like, what? He's like, dude, shut up, I'm sick.
Wait, that is me.
Oh my god.
Like he was like popping off today about PowerShell, which is like a scripting thing in Windows. I was like, dude,
Oh,
calm
okay.
down. I was like, calm down.
He's just really excited about programming, okay?
Yeah.
PowerShell is
can't
just
be
like
excited
command
about
line.
command line.
That's not. It's not anything
No,
crazy.
PowerShell's way better than command line. You take that back.
I mean,
Fight, 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 fight. I don't know what the fuck we're talking
Command
about.
prompt sucks.
I said command line.
I mean, same thing. Dude.
Like Linux uses command line interfaces.
All right, so you call that a bat? You call that bash because that's the only good one. And yeah, it's just bash. You're right. We're on the same page.
Where did Citri go?
I don't know,
No,
but
he's here. He's just muted.
I'll say as soon as he
Okay.
gets back, he's just gonna start doing this shit. Oh, yeah, this.
That's not true. You're doing that.
I am doing that. This is me proposing to the dragon, like the whenever I roll charisma, dude. Right?
Very hot.
That's my fetish, dude.
Oof.
What's that subreddit? Like dragons fuck cars or something that got fucking randomly on the front page?
What?
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard of the
got it
website Bad
randomly.
Dragon, but
No, there's there's a subreddit that somehow got past the not safe for work filter, and it was on the front page.
He's like, what's that subreddit I have saved to my fucking bookmarks?
It's actually my homepage when I open Chrome.
You, you shouldn't judge a dragonborn for his fetishes, dude. Cars are sexy, okay?
All right, we should get started before we put everyone to sleep talking about Linux.
Yeah.
Epic's dead.
Oh well.
It's been good knowing him.
It wasn't actually.
You tried.
Jesus.
He let us down again, too. What do you want from
Me?
Yeah,
For what?
Epic let us down, dude.
Oh,
So
Epic let us down. I thought you
what
said
do you
I
want
let
from
you
me?
down.
No, I said he let us down. What do you want from me?
You're right. I don't know. I feel like this is like the standard for this Discord, though.
I know.
So I'm not surprised.
Everyone else was surprisingly on time.
Except Zoo. Zoo is 2 minutes late.
Shut your
He
ass
was
up.
like- that's actually, I'll take that.
Yeah, right?
Okay, I'm gonna get started. You guys ready to go?
Okay.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just coloring.
Okay. I'm gonna start us off with our little intro.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta click and delete this. I'm sorry.
What? What was that?
It was stuck on my mouse pointer. It wouldn't get off.
You're awful.
All right. We're good.
In the city of Neverwinter, a dwarf named Gundren Rockseeker asked you to bring a wagon load of provisions to the rough and tumble settlement of Phandalin, a couple of days' travel southeast of the city. Gundren was clearly excited and more than a little secretive about his reasons for the trip, saying only that he and his brothers had found something big, and that he'd pay you 10 gold pieces each for escorting his supplies safely to Barthen's Provisions, a trading post in Phandalin. He then set out ahead of you on horse, along with a warrior escort named Sildar Hallwinter, claiming he needed to arrive early to take care of business. You spent the last few days following the high road south from Neverwinter, and you've just recently veered east along the Tribord Trail. You've encountered no trouble so far, but this territory can be dangerous. Bandits and outlaws have been known to lurk along the trail. Okay, so that's our introduction. At this time, actually, let's do this. Here's a little map of the Sword Coast that should load for everybody. Yes?
I see it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, good. That's our little intro. Then at this time, it's probably a good time to just kind of go around, everyone kind of introducing their character to everyone else, and then maybe telling everybody just, it doesn't have to be a lot, but just a small background about what your character is, or your character's backstory, so that everyone can kind of familiarize themselves with each other's characters. That's not
Okay.
okay. Does anyone want to go first?
Sure, yeah. My character is Zeke Leopard, and he's from the streets.
He's from this. Oh, one other thing I should mention is, just come up with a good reason for, or not. It doesn't have to be a good reason, but just
Just a reason.
how did
Like a
your,
reason
you
to
know,
be a part of it.
yeah, how did your character maybe know Gundren Rockseeker or get involved in this job? And I mean, you could literally come up with anything.
I stole some shit from him one time, and that's how he knew I was like legit.
Okay,
That's
so he recruited you
fair.
into. All right. Anyone else?
I'll go next.
Go for it.
So I've got a
Oh wait,
tiefling.
sorry.
Oh.
Zach, what's your character's race and class?
Oh, it's a half elf ranger.
Okay, half elf range. Everyone should include that info.
We good?
Yeah, go for it. Sorry to cut you
Okay.
off.
So I have a tiefling druid. Her name is Phoenix, and she grew up in a village that raised griffins for adventurers. She was picked by one of her, like the arc druid of the village to become a druid. And when she dipped to go like on a self-seeking quest, some dragon just like totally destroyed everything. So she went to Neverwinter, and at one point in time, she healed Gundren because he was fucked up somehow, cut himself on something sharp, and she was like, "I got you, bro," and healed him. So he was like, "Okay, you're cool." That's all I got.
Hired for the job.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Anyone want to go next?
So my guy's name is Burmore. He's a dragon-born fighter. Um, he was from a privileged family.
Fucking
Anyway,
dragon privilege.
Continue.
Dude, let me finish. God. These commoners. I mean, like, so his family home was destroyed whenever he was a child. So he's grown up basically not inheriting anything that he was supposed to. So now he wants to travel to Phandalin to sort of be the leader of restoring it. Whenever he met Gundren Rockseeker and Sildar Hallwinter, and realized that their plans aligned, so he decided to help.
Awesome.
Okay, I'll go next. I'm named Fira Musha. I'm half elf fighter, and my parents and I used to live in Thundertree until the volcano nearby erupted, which had us basically living into villages, work where we can. And for now, I'm working with Gundred. I think is his name. I'm working with Gundred to get some finances and whatnot for another one of my essentially like, random jobs or jobs I'm going for now for my in the like.
Awesome. Makes sense. And did you say your character's race and class?
Yeah, half elf fighter.
Okay. Perfect. And that leaves last Citri.
My character is Valdez. Uh, he is a human sorcerer, and he is taking on this quest for the money that was promised for it.
Perfect.
Classic Citri.
Hell yeah.
Classic. He's in it for the money, man. He wants that 10
Yeah.
gold piece. Okay. That sounds good. So, just so we're clear, everyone's on the map page, and then so
Yes.
Neverwinter's right here. Put a little marker, you can see that.
Yeah.
And then we're going down the high road, and then the Tribord Trail, trying to get to Phandalin here. So while you guys are traveling, I think it's a good time before we go any further to kind of figure out what your guys' marching order is. So there's a wagon with supplies. So it's up to you guys in terms of telling me what your marching order is. Maybe who's driving the cart. Are you all riding in the back? Or somebody's like walking up alongside it further ahead? Those are all choices that you guys can make. So does anyone right off the bat want to let me know what they might
Is
be
it
doing?
a covered wagon?
So the wagon basically is being pulled by 2 oxen,
Mhm.
and in the back there's a lot of supplies, but there's enough space for probably There's enough space for 2 people to sit on the front where the reins are, and then enough space in the back for maybe 3 of you guys to kind of cramp up on the actual wagon itself, which would probably leave 1 or 2 of you. Let me make sure I have my numbers right. Yeah, 1 of you probably having to walk alongside, and maybe you guys are doing this in rotation. So at this time right now, you guys have any idea as to what you might be doing?
I'll walk on the set.
Okay.
I think Phoenix would be driving the wagon because she can like talk with animals and shit. So she'd be like, "Oxen, you good?"
Okay. So Phoenix has the reins.
There's
Mhm.
only one person that can be on the reins, or 2?
There's 2 people. Yeah, I mean, like Phoenix would be maybe holding the reins, but there's enough space for somebody to be sitting there next to her, even just kind of talking, hanging out.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just be that person then.
Okay.
Jeez.
I should have been there to make it awkward since she hates me.
That's right.
Don't
That's
worry,
why
she's
that's
got
why
an
you're walking.
eye.
That's why you're walking
Get
alongside.
some
You
witty
kinda get-
banter going.
I would be walking behind the cart.
Okay, so you're not in it, right? You're walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody wants to be the guy that gets sniped out of the cart, dude.
Yeah,
All
exactly.
right, we're on to you.
Maybe I'm sitting in there in the cart with my bow ready to snipe out of the cart. Strats.
Oh,
Ooh.
sick.
I feel like you'd
Okay,
be
so
standing on
yeah,
top of the cart.
so Zeke is kind of scanning the side of the road for any kind of potential trouble, maybe, and you're kind of sitting in the back of the cart. You also noticed a very antisocial, but he was also hired for this job, elf who's been kind of just knocked out asleep on the back of the wagon, and that's Elvin.
Fucking
he's-
Alvin.
At
Typical.
first I was like,
fucking-
"Oh,
hate Elvis.
NPC," but it's fucking epic.
Yeah.
That's epic. All right,
So,
yeah.
so he's been asleep pretty much most of the trip. So you guys haven't really gotten to know him much here.
I see.
Okay. So now
He's
that
gonna
we've
have a
kind of
come to
figured out the
Jesus
marching
moment if we meet anybody on the road.
order. So you guys have been kind of traveling, and you've been on the tribal trail for about half a day. So you guys are tribe board trail. Sorry, you guys are around maybe like right here. As you come around a bend, you spot 2 dead horses sprawled about 50 feet ahead of you, blocking the path. Each has several black feathered arrows sticking out of it. The woods press close to the trail here, with a steep embankment and dense thickets on either side. So let me kind of change pages for you all. Okay, so first things first, let's kind of set up the marching order you all told me. So I didn't have time to find like a wagon, so I'm gonna just put Phoenix, and these are just some temporary tokens I found. So sorry if it doesn't really look like the character you imagine.
Yeah, no worries.
So Phoenix is sitting here, next to, is it Fira or Fyra?
Fira?
Fira, okay.
So is that your girlfriend's name?
No.
I need to know if I had to judge you.
No.
Okay, on the road, and we have Burnmore, maybe kind of slightly. You guys can see these, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, making sure. Usually, I'm gonna have these set up already in advance, but for this case,
Yeah, it's all good.
Trash DM bad review. Honestly.
trash the ending.
Is there DM reviews?
That'd be really
now.
Like, rate my
Yeah,
professor?
please review me on Yelp.
Rate my DM.
Rate my DM.
This is Epic, and he's knocked out.
You should just put him out of the way in the trees or something, dude.
He's just gonna stay in the car.
He's gonna be with us.
He's just gonna stay in the cart unless he happens to wake up. Okay, and then we have Valdez, and he's kind of walking back here. Also, you guys can totally pick your own tokens in between sessions later, and I'll show you how to do it. So you guys.
Okay.
Though there's only like a stock amount, unless you decide to actually pay.
Right.
So I just kind of made do. And then Zeke is right here, kind of right next to Elvin in the cart. So imagine the cart there. Okay. So just to recap on that, because that took a little bit. You've been on the Tribord Trail for about half a day as you come around a bend. You spot 2 dead horses sprawled about 50 feet ahead of you, blocking the path. Each has several black feathered arrows sticking out of it. The woods press close to the trail here with a steep embankment and dense thickets on either side. So imagine the horse is kind of maybe like right here. Any I guess actions or choices right off the bat?
I think we should just inspect like the area surrounding it.
Okay, is that something that you personally would want to do, your character?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and get off the
I'm gonna
wagon.
get off the reins and
You can
check
kind
out.
of I'm not sure if you can. I think you can, but you can move
Yeah,
your,
you can
your
move.
token.
You can move it. Yeah.
Oh, I can like do
So-
it myself.
Yeah, and each square on this map, not every map that we do, but on this one is worth 10 feet.
Ooh.
Okay.
So can you move equal
if
to
you
your
look-
speed?
Yeah, you move equal to your speed. So your if you look at your character sheet, it'll have your speed
Right.
somewhere, maybe the top middle.
It's in the
usually,
top middle,
usually
right
around
side,
like
too.
30
Okay,
feet.
let me see.
So you can move about 3 squares.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
I
and then
want
I
to
want to
investigate the dead horses.
Okay.
Zeus already doing that.
No, he
Well,
said he was
actually,
going
no,
I'm
around.
Zeus
inspecting
said he
like the
wanted to go.
outside area.
Okay.
Can you move it, Zoo, or no?
Yeah, he can.
Okay, wait. So where's the dead horse exactly?
So the dead horses are like right about here.
Okay. And you said I can only check 3 squares, right? So,
Yeah,
I
you can
guess-
go about three squares.
Okay, so I'm trying to see how to do this. No, that's something else. How do you move?
You
Uh,
literally put your cursor over your guys. and
well,
you click 'em.
Yeah, I click my dude and there's like a bunch of colors or something.
yeah. So if you did like the blue boxes and all that come up,
Yes, there's a blue box, a green or blue circle, green circle, and red circle.
you
So
should
you
be
should
able
be able to
to
click and hold and drag him here. I'll do it
Yeah,
right now.
click and hold. Yeah, there you go, like that.
Oh, okay. All right, so I'll just go here.
Okay, so you're kind of sticking to the perimeter,
Yeah.
trying to see what you find. So you see the thickets are really dense, so it's kind of hard to see south of you.
Right.
But you're gonna keeping an eye out. And I know that Zach said, or Zeke rather, said he wanted to move up to the horses. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay, so maybe you kind of move up. You want me to move you?
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
actually see my character at all.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and move you like right here. Oh, I didn't give you your name.
Oh, that's
Oh.
why.
All right.
So I move you kind of right up here, and from here you're able to see. You recognize the horses, and they're the horses that belong to Gundren Rockseeker and Sildar
Oh
Hallwinter.
shoot.
The horses look like, and you notice this just because of your ability to kind of spot these kinds of things out.
Mm.
That they've been dead about a day, and it's clear that the arrows killed the horses. You could take a closer look, or it's up to you in terms of what anybody wants to do.
I think I'd use my one move, right?
So we're not
It's not
we're not
initiative.
Oh,
we're
okay.
not in combat, so you can kind of it's a little
Gotcha.
bit loose.
Yeah,
It's a little
I
loose right
wanna
now.
I wanna actually go up there and like check out the arrows, see if I can identify what's like who might have done it.
Sure. So
I'm gonna move up here too.
okay. So Burnmore
I am
moves right
staying to protect the ox.
there. Okay.
Sounds good.
And then Valdez, you kind of staying where you are right now.
Yeah, it's none of my business.
Okay. He's like
Just
they
sip
can
in
handle
some
it.
fucking tea, dude.
So
Dude, I'm
Zeke,
gonna love your character.
when you move closer to the horses, you notice that the saddlebags have been looted, and then nearby there's an empty leather map case. As for the arrows, you see that the arrowheads they have like black feathers, and you recognize those as being kind of like typical like goblin type arrows.
Okay.
Can everyone actually now make a roll for Actually, sorry. On your character sheets, there should be a stat somewhere that says passive perception.
Passive perception.
Passive wisdom.
Passive. There should be passive perception.
I don't
Is there
see
not? Is that
either.
the-
of this shit.
It says passive wisdom and then perception in parentheses.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the one I need.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
It's right under like the skill.
It'll be perception in bold and then wisdom in like a light
Oh, I see
gray.
it.
WIS.
Okay.
You click mine.
Okay. Can you guys let me go in order actually? Burmore, what's yours?
11.
11. Fira, what's yours?
13.
Okay. Um, Phoenix,
Wait, what?
What's your passive
your
wisdom?
passive perception? That number that's next to yours.
Fucking 2. That's why I was like, wait a second, hold on.
When everyone started saying their numbers.
Am I looking at the right thing?
Okay, so it's right in the middle.
Oh, I
pretty
see
much
it. I
on
see
the
it. Never
left-hand
mind.
side.
Valdez, what's
Sarah
yours?
pointed me at the wrong thing.
Yo, the guy in the
13.
wagon woke up.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Valdez was
mine was-
13.
Yeah.
And then Zeke's was
13.
13.
Mine was
Okay.
12. Not 2.
Okay, yours was 12. Good to know.
Were you looking at the stat for wisdom, like the plus?
Bonus.
Fucking
The
maybe.
bonus.
The bonus.
Yeah, where's the link?
I usually do this
perception.
off of my own paper, like in my.
Epic, you just open roll
Book.
20 and like press launch game.
Okay, give us a second so that Epic can
Epic
kinda
can
get
get
set up.
yeah, that's all.
Bro, I don't even know my password.
Okay, I'm gonna be right back for a couple
Oh.
minutes.
Alright,
Yo, let me
so
use the
Alvin
restroom, actually.
Alvin is snoring his way through the fight. So
I'm gonna use the restroom. We'll be back.
All right, take a quick minute. Lucas dying, dude.
dude, Zach's like, I'm gonna just go walk up to the horses, and I'm like, you have a bow, stop doing that, dude. Like, what's wrong?
That's kind of what I was thinking too, but
He's
our guy
also,
was.
but he's also kind of scouting ahead, dude. That's kind
Yeah,
of.
but he should be perched up here where I am, and
I'm
I should be
investigating, my guy.
He's
I'm a
investigating.
ranger.
You're not
I'm a
Batman.
tracker.
Yeah, if it's fucking range,
I
not
should have tried to sniff
up
him
close
out
and
with my
personal.
dragon nose.
Sniff it with your nose. Give a sniff.
Natalie's like blowing up my phone, and I just keep messaging her back DnD.
Hey, bro, Oaks, what's up with the tag, dog?
So what tag? What are you talking about?
You said you wanted to talk about season 1.
Oh. Well, okay, so he's not here right now. So, dude, there's Titans in the wall.
Yeah, you already learned about that?
That's the end of season 1. So she climbs up the wall, right? And then
Oh, and then
Eren
there's eyes
pulls her
peeping?
back down, and then the eyes peep out. That's the last thing you see.
Yeah,
Is that all the walls?
yeah.
Oh shit.
Because they learn more about it in season 2.
So-
I guess that was like a hint.
Wait,
So
what are we
at the
talking
end of
about?
season.
we're talking about Attack on
Some
Titan.
anime. Oh,
Oh, I've seen season 1 of Attack on Titan.
Oh my god.
So Epic. I totally guessed who the girl is, like who the female
oh, that's
Titan is
obvious.
before they showed me, right? And then I accidentally guessed the armored Titan while I was joking around with my friend at work.
Oh, so you don't know the third one yet?
I don't know who the Colossal is yet.
Ah, okay.
I'll see if I can figure it out before they tell me.
Ooh. You're grinding, bro? 'Cause, dude, that shit is fucking amazing.
I finished season 1 in like 3 days.
Oh, shit. Yeah, just let me know when you get to the last 10, bro. The newest.
Season 3. Alright.
That shit was good.
I don't know if all the episodes are dubbed yet. Like they're on like episode 17 or something like that.
I think they are on Funimation.
I'm watching them on Adult Swim.
Oh, then they probably are.
Yeah, they're up to like season 3, episode 17 or something like that. So it's gotta be close. But I can just find them online if I get caught up.
Yo, Epic. Actually, I should catch you up real quick.
No, is anybody dead yet?
No, we
No.
haven't even fought.
Yeah,
anyone.
You're about to be.
I'll
We're
tell you
about
what
to
you
fight some goblins.
what you've missed. You guys are
Oh, Goblin Slayer.
working on a job for a dwarf named Gundrick Rockseeker,
What
who's
is
asked you
Rockseeker?
to bring a wagon load of provisions to the town of Phandalin from the city of Neverwinter.
Yo, did Godrock's Dunglenator like parents hate him or something?
Wait, who?
I think of him that name.
He's talking about Gundren, dude.
What are you talking about?
Epic's, Epic's character's mentally
Oh.
challenged. Leave him alone.
I hit launch game and nothing happens. Oh, there it goes this
It
time.
should be loading. It shows you ads.
Oh, don't worry, I got AdBlock Pro on.
It didn't work for me. What the fuck? Wait, AdBlock. Don't use AdBlock.
I mean, Origin, whatever you Origin.
Yeah.
You
that's
block.
fine. It didn't work though. It
You
still
mean
showed.
you Matrix?
It looks like it's an anime map. Z Clipper does, apparently. Alvin.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay, is everyone back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was two horses, two dead horses sprawled out, and Zeke went to go investigate. And just as this was happening, you kind of hear some noises. Maybe someone who kind of woke up in a bit of a fright. And the elf who is sleeping in the back of the wagon has finally woken up. This is Alvin Yakitori. So,
The
Epic,
goat.
if you can kind of introduce your character to everybody, just say your race, your
Wait a
class.
minute. He can't introduce himself in the middle of our investigation. Adam.
Listen, man,
Sure you can.
he's
Who-
not.
who's
He's not. This is kind of out of
This-
character. Just so you guys
This
know
is
what's
what
going
gets
on.
us killed, dude.
Hello, travelers.
Oh my
It's
god.
me, Alvin.
Hate your ass.
I'm a high elf. I'm a rogue. I'm a rogue gamer.
Why isn't it Russian?
That's the wrong accent, dog.
Perfect, dude. Honestly, perfect. That's fine. Okay. All right. So just at that moment, sorry, I got a little sidetracked.
Done.
Fucking Epic threw me off. Okay.
Were we
So
about to
just
roll
at that
something?
moment, yeah.
You need to know what his passive wisdom is. You didn't ask him.
Oh yeah. Epic, what's your passive wisdom on your character sheet?
Dude, where do I even find that? Oh,
Click your name.
It's
It'll
gonna
pop
be
it
in the
up,
middle left.
and then it'll be left side, middle, towards the bottom, half.
wait. You said middle left.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like left side, you'll see like a bunch of skills. Underneath that, there'll be like a big number all the way on the left side, next to passive wisdom.
Ah, left side. Looking for the skills.
You'll see strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence.
Oh
wisdom,
wait, on character sheet.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
I'll bring that shit up again.
Click your name.
Click on your name.
Oh, I did. Okay, character sheet. Passive wisdom.
Yeah. So
Negative
far
1?
left. No. Below that.
2.
Below
Same
that.
thing I did.
Two.
15.
15. That's the one.
Yeah. That sounds like.
15.
Right.
Okay.
There
Oh
should
my
be
god.
above
Okay.
tool proficiency.
Okay. So Epic actually kind of saved your guys' life. So
What?
just as that was going
You're
on,
welcome, mateys.
Oh my fucking god.
Epic actually wakes up and he kind of looks at what's going on really quickly. Alvin, sorry, kind of looks at what's going on, and just right through his sight and his amazing ability to
Gamerness.
kind of perceive, he sees a goblin kind of maybe like right here. Just starting
Oh,
to
that was
peek out of the
Hold on.
thickets.
How
in front
don't
of
I
Redmore.
see him if I'm right there?
Listen, man, you can't see for shit.
You're trash.
So-
Wow, Dragon
All you can
Got
see is
blasters
Adam.
on your
dude,
dragon.
in game, out of the game.
So as soon as he sees that, you guys are gonna go ahead and enter combat. So you guys are gonna roll for
Fuck yeah.
initiative. So the
Take
way
your
this
D20.
works,
Dimension the dice.
everybody roll their d20 and then add their initiative number.
Do you just roll
Uh,
1d20?
1d20 and add your initiative number, and then remember that number because I'm gonna go down the list.
Oh,
Is rolling?
shit.
Is
Bye.
it?
We're
Is
gaming.
it rolling 30 d20?
What are we doing? Rolling a d20 and then adding
Yeah.
constitution.
And then you add your initiative bonus.
Where do I get the dice roll?
What's my initiative bonus?
Left side, there's a dice icon. Top left
On
corner
your
of the
on your
corner.
character sheet,
Okay.
there should be
Roll
something that
d20.
says-
What?
There should be
Just
something
click
that says
d20.
initiative.
Oh
I
shit.
just click d20.
Oh shit.
Yo, do I just click dice 20?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I got a 16 plus
I
initiative.
got 14 plus character sheet, right?
Yours is plus
I
2
got
and mine's
16
plus
plus
1.
2, which is 18.
Don't tell me right now. Just remember it because I'm gonna
Oh,
have to
sorry.
go down the list and we're gonna.
Wait, where's
Add
initiative?
initiative, right?
Where is initiative?
Yeah.
This is in a
If
Oh,
one-
there it is.
Oh, I have a 0. Shit.
Aha, looks like I'm a fucking gamer. 17.
I got 19.
I'm surprised this is actually happening.
You don't need us to remember, Adamar. It's in the chat. It saves it.
Well, I
Yeah.
know, but it's easy because I'm gonna be typing something up while doing that. Okay, so who got between 20 and 25?
Wait, I'm trying to figure out how to roll.
Zoo,
Uh,
top left corner, roll
on the-
20.
No, I
there's
see.
a
I see
dice.
D20. Am I just click
Click
D20?
it. Click
That's it?
Click,
D20.
just click
Click
D20.
it.
Okay.
Can you just type in rolling d20? Is that possible?
You can
Yeah,
do it in the chat. There's a way you,
You
can
can
do
also
it in the chat
have
without
it-
having to roll it.
You can also have it add your like you
So
can.
you rolled a 12, and then look in the top middle at your initiative stat and add whatever that is.
Wait, once. Oh, I guess I can see the chat for some reason.
You can
Oh,
add
no, I can
it
see
to
it
your
now.
thing while you're rolling the dice.
So it's 12 plus whatever my initiative is.
Yes.
Okay, then yeah. 15.
It's not my
Okay, so now I need to go down the list. Did anybody get between 20 and 25?
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh,
What was
shit.
your number, Crick?
Of course it'd be
mine
cricket.
was 19 plus the 1 modifier, so 20.
So 20. Okay.
We just need to tell you the number, right?
I just need the final number. Yeah.
Okay.
Did anybody get between 15 and 20?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got
me.
Yes.
15.
Okay, so one
I
at a
got
time.
16.
So Oak got 16.
I got
I got
19.
17.
Epic got 17.
Yes, sir.
And then Citri got 19.
Yeah.
Anybody else between 15
I
and
got
20?
18.
I got 15.
Oh, so we all got between, besides cricket.
So Zach got 18. And Zoo got what?
15.
Zoo got
Was
15.
Freya Musha a zoo?
Yeah, Farah Musha.
You missed character introductions.
Hey, what's up, man?
Can't believe Adamar's such a good DM his first time that he managed to make fucking you sleeping into the lore because your perception was low.
That works solidly.
Okay. Anybody else between 15 and 20? Is that everybody left?
That's everybody.
I think
Everybody
that's
rolled
everyone,
between 15 and 20 except Cricket. You rolled a 20.
Okay. So the goblins actually rolled lower than you guys, but
Fuck you, goblins.
because all of you guys passive perceptions except for epics were low, you guys all are under surprise, which means you don't go on your first turn. So the way this is going to work is epic actually gets to go first.
Do you have little goblin
Oh,
tokens
let's
that you
go.
can place on the thing?
Do I have? Yes, I'm gonna put some goblins actually. Let's do that really quick.
That'd be cool.
Hope goblins.
Well, hold on. I'm only putting the goblin that
Epic Saw?
actually let's put them all up there. Fuck it.
Goblin slayer.
I love that. Let's put them all up there. Fuck it.
Listen, man, I don't need to deal with that shit right now. All right.
Damn, that goblin's huge.
He
Goblin's
ugly.
about to get fucked up. He's clearly a rogue with those two knives, dude.
Okay. And then
Oak, are you Burnmore?
Yeah.
You really can't see that fool?
Dude, Dragonborn have
he just-
notorious
That
bad
man's 20 feet
eyesight.
away.
he just came out, man.
Dude, it's not my fault, Zoo. I was out here trying. Fucking Zeke's the one that walked down there and was like, let me just walk into these two fucking assholes.
Oh, bro, yeah, Zeke's in a bad spot.
Zeke's dead.
Because they're gonna get ambushed.
Zeke's out here with like 5 HP about to die.
Dude, I don't want the crossbow. Dude has high ground on Zach too.
Where do you even see
Oh.
your HP?
Bro.
It's on your character sheet. It should be maximum
12.
hit points.
Yeah, I see it right
which
in the
keep
middle.
track of because those things will probably be changing as we fix this combat. Okay, so I posted the thing in the Discord, Epic, and for everybody to see, so you guys can figure out what your turn is.
Yeah, I
You
see
might
it.
want to have that
I
open.
already have it up.
Okay. So
I'm a fucking gamer.
you
ready
have
to
a few
game.
different options on your turn. You can move up to your speed, which is on your character sheet. So you can, which is probably like 30 or 35.
Top middle epic.
You can
Mhm.
do an action. Just let me know
Bro.
what you want to do, and then
Hold
we'll
up.
try. To
Yo,
figure it out.
Oak. How did you
No.
put it in tab? Make us tab?
How did I do what?
Make the character sheet as tab. Oh, I see how to do
You
it. Never
click
mind.
that button in the top left corner, then you
Show
right click
step.
it, press show step.
Alright, so
I just snapped it to the side, so.
if I can move up to my speed?
You
I have
can move
30,
up to
yeah.
your speed, and each box on this map is worth 10 feet. I think. Yes.
Yeah,
10.
it says in the top left.
So you
So
can move
30
three
speed is
boxes.
30 feet?
So you
Yep.
can go 3 boxes.
I'm gonna move.
You can actually move it yourself if you want to, or I
Yeah,
can
you
move it
can
for
you can click on it and drag it.
There you
That
go.
is way more than
So you can move. Yeah, you can probably move up to this one.
No, I was over here. I moved 1, 2, 3.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, he right.
And then you can still take an action. Do you know what you might want to do? You can look at your character sheet. If you have maybe any ranged weapons or if you have daggers, you might be able to throw them based on what the range is. This is going to be a slow combat session just as you guys all figure out what the hell you guys got and what you can do.
Right.
Yo, I'm about to dash.
But while it's not your turn, it's probably a good idea to
I'm dashing.
figure
You
that
gotta
out.
tell us
Okay.
what that means.
Yeah, so a
Epic, we
dash
don't know what that
is
means.
so a dash is using your action move. Instead of like doing
Move
an
again?
attack, you can move again up to your speed. But then you don't get to do an attack action. So he can move another 3 just to get closer.
Am I allowed to move through enemies?
Depends on the size of the enemy. So
So we're fighting a goblin, so yes.
Goblin Slayer.
no, because they take up a spot. Like if they were really large,
Ah,
then you'd
okay.
be able to move through them because you're like maybe moving under their legs or something.
How
Okay.
do I get to my character sheet again? I'm trying to like look at my.
Click
That's
your
fine.
name, click character sheet.
When I click on my name on the chat, it doesn't do.
Not in the chat. Click on the top right. There should be something called journal,
Oh, you're right.
and then
Sure.
click on your name,
Oh, okay.
and then
So,
character sheet.
yo, Adamar. So we should be changing our hit points, our stuff, right? Because like you could
Yeah,
make it
yeah.
go up and down.
Yeah, maybe if you don't do it in the character sheet, you just do it on a quick sheet of paper or a notepad or something.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so unless you have any kinds of bonus actions, Epic, I think that pretty much finishes.
No, it says when granted.
Okay.
So now whose
Uh,
turn?
So that means that my notepad too. So Epic went. Okay, and then now the 2 of the goblins are gonna go, and it's the 2 goblins down here. So this first one right here is going to take a shot at Zach. So
Okay.
it's 8 plus. Okay, 20 plus. Okay, what's your armor class, Zach?
Armor class is 13.
Okay, so this will hit because it's 24. So he shoots an arrow at you, and it kind of clips you, and it hits you for 5 damage.
Okay. Oof.
Here, don't
So
get.
I think that you guys are all
I'll just
really
keep track.
squishy right now, so 5 damage kind of hurts a lot.
That puts me to 5. Yeah.
So, and then he chooses not to move because he's staying up there.
This is high ground.
Yep. And then the other one is going to start making a move.
Oh, I didn't even see that one. What the fuck?
Over here because he wants to start moving towards Fyra. And then the other set of goblins are gonna go. So, 15. What's your armor class, Oak?
16.
Okay, so that hits. So this one kind of turns to look at you and shoots you also for 5 damage.
We're about to get shit on.
Mhm.
Nah, wait till it's my turn.
Okay. Now this one is gonna go around you and go for Epic.
Are you throwing real dice?
Yeah.
Here.
This dude's a nerd.
So Epic, what's your armor class?
I'm about to get crit.
Top middle. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I gotta pull up the tab. 14.
Okay, so this goblin comes running at you with everything he's got, and as he's doing that, he takes a swing at you, and with his forward momentum, he just completely whiffs and doesn't hit you.
Oh, what the fuck?
You're nice. You do
Swinging
I
him.
told you I'm a gamer, bro.
Epic literally woke up in here and just started being fucking Neo, dude.
Bro, Epic thrusted back. He's good.
Jesus Christ. Okay,
Return from
So-
the Matrix.
so that finishes the first round.
So is he in my 1x1 or is he in the one next to me?
Is the one next to you. It's a little fuzzy, but we'll kind of play a little loose with it.
Alright.
Okay, so now we can start at the top of the order. So Cricket gets to go first.
All right. Real quick, can you dink on the one that shot at Zeke?
It's the per-
Do you want me to do this thing?
Yeah, that's what I mean when I said dink.
Dude, I don't even think I could see that one because it was fucking
They blend
Zenair's
right in.
avatar.
What's up?
Okay.
I couldn't see it because of his avatar. I had to like move the map down.
So there's
Oh.
one here,
Wish
and
I
then
could
there's one
zoom in
here,
'cause I
which are a
can't
little
read
harder to
any.
see.
Alright,
Okay, so
yeah, I
there's
can see it a little.
2, and then there's
actually
one
hella
by. So there's one on the hill. There's one off in the bushes.
Yeah, there's
Is it
4.
just
So
2?
there's
Oh, there's
one
4.
here,
Okay.
there's one here,
Okay.
one here, and
Okay.
one.
No
And
wonder we all failed our perception
Wait, why?
checks.
Why is one? Why are they
Listen,
all
they
still in the?
Adamar was like, I'm just gonna make them have to re-roll characters. That's what they get for being late.
So, where's the one that swung and missed at?
Epic
That's
and
right
Yeah.
by me and Epic.
is
It's literally
he's
right
right
next
up
to it.
here.
But we're about to
Okay.
fuck this thing
Kind of
up.
blend in with those bushes.
Wednesday streaming, my bad.
Where
Oh,
the fuck am I?
let me type that in my notepad.
This is me. I can't read. Can't. I'm not sitting close enough to the screen to actually be able to see. This is why we couldn't see anything.
I can
Oh,
kind
it
of
is
move
me.
for you if you kind of want to give me like. Oh,
Well,
you're
I
right
want
here.
to cast fucking Thorn Whip on one of the guys, but I don't know if they're 30 feet away from me.
That'd be nice squares. Which one are you?
Yeah.
No, the
feet.
closest
That's
one
what
would
I'm
be.
trying to figure out.
Are you
Yeah,
Phoenix?
you can just ask me. Yeah,
Yeah.
this one's 40 feet. Yeah, he's just out of range.
You can move. You can move one square up and
Yeah,
then
you
do
can,
it.
you can move first and then do it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would move
Yeah, drag your
right
guy.
here.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
cast Thorn Whip on him.
Okay, so what's the is it an attack roll or do they have to make a spell? Do you know? It might say like it'll say either DC or it'll say this to it. If it doesn't say that,
Do you want me to just read the thing?
sure.
I'll just read the whole. Okay. Create a long vine-like whip covered in thorns that lashes out at your command toward a creature in range. Make a melee spell attack against the target. If the attack hits, the creature takes 1d6 piercing damage, and if the creature is large or smaller, you pull the creature up to 10 feet closer to you.
Okay. I'm trying
So
to
it
pull
doesn't
up
say
the
anything
spell.
about a DC.
Isn't that gonna drag him off the cliff?
Yeah,
Okay.
it'll drag him off the cliff.
Bodied.
So hold on. Hold on.
Takes up my freaking.
Is it Thorn Whip one word?
It's 2. It's a transmutation cantrip.
Okay, I found it.
Cricket, if you're looking at your character sheet and you highlight it, you can just press the little like talk bubble and it'll post it in chat.
That's my character sheet.
Well, then why you have it over mine? That one?
Literally doesn't tell us anything about it.
I didn't have it.
Okay.
I didn't type anything in there.
Oh,
no,
I see.
no,
Perfect.
Zach clicked it and it didn't actually
Okay.
pop up. Anything.
C clicked it.
Cricket,
I'm
do
not
I
at my
you know
house.
Both of our character sheets are on one computer.
what your ability skill is for casting spells? Is it like wisdom, intelligence? Do you know?
Yeah, it's wisdom.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a d20 and then add your wisdom bonus.
Just real quick.
Tell you if it hits.
18.
Okay, so that hits. So go ahead and roll damage.
No,
Which
18
is-
was not with the wisdom bonus.
Oh, it still hits even without the bonus. Like,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
it's
if
just
I said
checking to see it hits.
18, dragging.
so go ahead
He
and
doesn't
roll.
want my shit to hit, man.
Go ahead and roll 1d6.
Okay. 5.
5. Okay. So shoot your thorn out, and it kind of grabs him, and it pierces him. He's kind of bleeding, and he pulls 10 feet closer to you off the cliff. So now he's kind of he's pulled towards you, and he's damaged. He's looking a little worse for wear. Okay. Does that complete your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So next would be Citri.
Alright, I'm gonna move my guy 3 boxes.
Sure.
Then I'm going to. Is that how this works? Oh. Oh, it automatically rolls. I'm gonna cast a firebolt on that guy. I think he's in range. Why can't I
Okay.
ping?
What's the range on the fireball? Do you know?
120.
1 through 20, you're saying?
No, 120. Like
Oh,
120 feet.
120. Holy shit.
Oh, thanks.
Okay.
Attack anybody, man.
Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, I
Yeah.
think that hits. Okay, so you shoot the fireball. You make a roll for it. Is this your roll?
Yeah, that's my roll.
Okay, add your charisma bonus to the 3.
The bold number? Or where?
Yeah, the smaller number on the charisma, which is the left one, on the left side. You'll see charisma, and then there's 2 numbers above charisma. You pick the smaller one. That's the bone. Here, let me see if I can.
My charisma's bonus is 0, but like the base is 11.
Yeah. So the 0 is what you would add. So that's it. So
Okay.
3. So you you're up to shoot a fireball, and it comes out like a bat out of hell, and it just completely like shoots over his head, missing.
It also says up to 2 creatures within 5 feet.
Can be hit
So
by
it
it.
can. I think so. That's all the description says is up to 2 creatures within 5 feet.
Yeah, it would get like splash damage if you hit, basically.
All right, and then there's that guy across the fucking. On the other ledge. He's
Yeah,
within... Oh wait, no, that's not 5
No,
feet.
yeah, he's
That's
within
50
yeah,
feet.
5. Yeah, he's a
All right.
lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so it kind of whiffs. So that's your movement and your action.
Yes.
And you don't unless you have any bonus actions, your turn would be
I
over.
don't believe so.
Okay. Also, things you guys should know is you can split up your movement. So you could do a movement and then an action, and then you could fit. Like let's say your speed is 30 feet, you can move 15 feet and do your action, and then move the other 15 feet if you wanted to. Just so you guys know.
Okay.
Okay. If that's the end of your turn, then it is Zach's turn.
Okay. And as far as the movement, do I move like what? Does the speed just translate into how far I can move?
Yeah. So if your speed is 30 feet, then you can move 30 feet on your turn.
Okay.
Or 3 space.
So I can move 3 spaces. That's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to shoot the goblin that was approaching me.
Okay, so maybe this one or this one?
Yeah, that's nice.
Yes, the one closest to me.
Okay, so you're gonna shoot him with your
My
bow.
longbow. Yeah.
So go ahead and roll a d20 and add your dexterity bonus.
Oof.
And give me that number.
Let's see, I rolled a 3 and my dexterity bonus is 2, so 5.
Okay, yeah. So you get ready to shoot your bow, but you're still kind of hurt from that crossbow shot that you take, so it kind of throws off your aim and completely misses on that guy.
Okay, and I also
Still have
want to move. I want to back up towards the wagon.
Okay, so go ahead. You want me to move it or you got it?
I can't actually move mine. We can only move
It's not
six.
letting
Oh
you.
wait, no, I can.
Okay, you
So
should be
3. So would this be 3, or would that be just
Yeah.
2?
You can move up to 3 because you
Can you
didn't
do
move at all.
diagonal?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So can I
I'm
do
gonna
that?
go ahead and let
that.
you
Oh.
diagonal.
Okay.
That was 2.
Hey,
You can
what's
still
up?
go with 1 more if you
Okay.
want. He's like, fuck you, Zook.
Okay. And then unless you have any bonus actions,
I don't believe I
I
should.
think that would be it. Okay. So that leaves. Next comes up on the turn list would be Epic again.
What?
Ah,
I haven't
oh.
even.
So it's because Epic got to go on the first round because he was the only one that wasn't surprised. When you guys all got surprised because you guys had low passive
Oh,
wisdoms,
right.
and their stealth roll was higher than your passive. So that means that even though you guys are higher on initiative, you guys skip your first turn.
Okay.
Just so you guys know. And that's only because they were stealthy, so that doesn't always happen. Just so you guys.
All right, you
Alright.
guys ready for this? You
Alvin.
Yeah.
guys
Oh,
ready for
yeah,
this
beat the game.
fire ass turn, bro? All right, here we
Yeah.
go. First, we're gonna start with an attack.
Okay. So I'm guessing you're going to this way.
What's up?
Are you
On
going
this
to
one?
this
Attacking
one
the guy
right
next to you.
Yeah.
Adamar,
Okay.
how do you ping?
Off the
Maybe we
top
can
rope.
do-
I just hold it.
Oh yeah, we can do it.
Let me
I'm ready.
see.
There you go.
Can I choose? How do I choose which weapon to attack with?
Just pick
You
the
just
weapon.
you literally just tell me which one you want to attack with.
I
I'm gonna
actually think
attack with my short bow.
I think if you click it, it'll actually just do the roll.
So go
for
ahead
you.
and make a roll with a d20,
Yeah,
and
if
then
you-
add your
Yeah,
If you
so-
click it on your
Yeah, if we just click it, it rolls and does the ads for us. And everything.
Oh, okay.
Click
Yeah.
what?
Like if you
Wait,
click
oh.
on your weapon in the middle of your thing where it says attacks and spellcasting.
Yeah.
If you click that, it'll
Uh,
automatically roll for you.
Epic on yours, do
Yeah,
you
I
have
just rolled.
do you have
And then
advantage on?
post in the chat.
If you do, take that off.
You want me to have normal?
Yeah, put it on normal. Everybody should have that just to get that.
So what do I
Normal,
click?
do you mean on the character sheet?
Yeah,
In the
character
middle of
sheet.
your character sheet, it says attacks and spellcasting. If you click on whatever you want to use, so your bow, I guess,
Yeah,
It'll
that's just
go
go
in
Attacks
in the
and
the
chat.
spellcasting.
and it'll do everything for you.
Where it says like name, short sword, blah blah blah,
Yeah,
attack,
yeah.
damage check.
Click on the one you want.
Clicked on short bow.
Oh shit, I've been kind of fucking you guys on rolls too.
Oh wait,
Okay,
see,
so
wait, it just showed 1919. That was the first one I rolled. So I did roll.
That doesn't count, dude.
That was before you realized how this worked.
Yeah.
okay, but you
That sucks.
you do 10 plus the 5, right? Which is 15.
Yeah.
So that
It automatically does it in the chat.
No, but that I did know what I was doing
you
with the
haven't
first
clicked
one.
the chat. Oh shit. Okay, this is awesome. Wasn't even not even like. Okay, cool. Yeah. So that hits because it ties with his armor class.
What,
and ties-
15?
Ties go to you. So go ahead and roll damage. And it should tell you.
Which
what
one's
the
damage?
So on your
Damage
character
plus 5.
sheet.
I see it, I see it, I see it.
Wait, did you roll the? It should have been
I rolled damage.
1d6 plus 3. Or yeah, 1d6 plus 3.
Yeah, that's what it said. 1d6 plus 3 piercing. That's what I clicked.
Yeah, but it came out 16.
I'm gonna hit the same button again.
You rolled a 20.
Yeah,
Or
it's
you rolled a
20.
you rolled a d20.
I'm clicking the where it says damage or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's weird. I see what he's talking about, and like mine's gonna roll.
That's fine. Just do it manually on the left-hand screen where you see where the little dice is. Look at the d6. Roll that. Just roll one of those, and then you add plus 3. 4. Okay.
So
So
4,
you
yeah.
do 4 damage.
And then I'm gonna use sneak attack.
Ooh.
Is that a bonus action? Because you've used your action.
This is
He
fine.
literally just posted it. Let's see.
Nah,
Oh, okay. You get to deal an
so I
extra.
can roll d6 again, right?
If you have advantage on the attack roll, which you didn't.
Oh, I didn't?
No, you didn't.
Okay.
I'll let you guys know if you have advantage.
Okay.
That's just like context specific based on certain things. Okay, so you still have movement and you still have bonus action, or you could stop your turn.
How do I know if it's a bonus action?
So that's what I was gonna check. Does it say for you guys whether it's an
Yeah,
action
if
bonus?
so, on the right side, like where it says features and traits, you have like a bunch. It tells
Yeah.
if you click gear, it'll tell you if it's a bonus action. So like I have something called second wind, and it says on your turn you can use a bonus action to regain hit points. So it'll say in the description if it's a bonus.
Of the skill?
Yeah, and usually if it's not that, then for people who can cast spells, some of your spells can be bonus actions. You just have to check, I guess. Let me
Yeah,
pull up
and like all of them might
spells.
not say anyway, because like I have like 2-weapon fighting, so I can attack twice, and like it doesn't say it uses a bonus action.
Alright, well, I'm gonna just move it then. Back into the brush. 1, 2.
I'm watching you move your character and I'm like, where are you going? The fight's over here.
I don't
Back in status, dog.
He's dipping.
So that's the end of Alvin's turn, and then next is Oak.
All right, so I'm
This man's been waiting a week for this shit.
God, I hope this guy doesn't have a lot of HP. I'm gonna move here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna attack him with my longsword.
Okay. So go ahead and roll for damage. I mean, roll to see if you hit.
Do I roll a d20 for that?
Yeah, you roll a d20 and you add your strength and your proficiency bonus, which I haven't been telling you to do.
Okay,
Um,
so I roll a 10, so plus 5, I got a 15.
Okay, so that goes ahead. That hits. So go ahead and
Okay.
roll your damage.
So 1d8 plus 3.
Yeah.
So I got an 8, 11.
Okay, so
Tell me he's dead, dude.
you it was a longsword, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you bring out your longsword and you take a huge swing at him and you literally just cleave his head right off.
Oh, you're sick.
Dang it! I
What
did this
the-
because I have 2 attacks. I can't even use the other one.
And he's dead, so I'm gonna go ahead
Oak
and
is
delete
ready.
him.
Dude, I was
You're
ready.
nice at the game.
You're a beast.
Okay,
Yeah. All right.
so
So
that's done.
No, wait.
You
Will
still
How-
have
we be
I
still
gotta-
able
I have
to
to
loot
ask-
them after?
I have
Even
to
though you're
ask
deleting
you
them?
something, Adamar. That's like,
Yeah.
first time D&D thing.
Yeah.
So, how often do short or long rests happen?
They happen as often as you guys want them to. So whenever
So that's like, hey, let's take a 5-minute break. Like that's a short rest.
a short rest would be in game, it's an hour long. It has to be
Okay.
an hour long, and then a long rest in game is 8 hours long.
Uh-huh.
So after combat, you guys can talk whether you want to take like a short rest, a long rest. The long rest, you only gain the benefits from it if you once every 24 hours in game.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and explain that in more detail as soon as the combat's over, just so that
Alright.
everyone's on the same page with what.
All right.
I have another question.
Yep. What is it?
Even though you're deleting their characters, will we still be able to loot them after?
Yes. Just don't forget
Okay.
they were the point.
I have a question. I have 2 follow-up questions. Why Epic have a ninja above his head?
He's
A
totally
ninja?
messing
What?
with the status
Oh,
stuff.
what the heck?
Okay, and 2, if I have a hand
Oh, wait.
axe, can I throw it? And if so, how far?
Why don't you just give a
Uh,
status to the goblins
A hand axe, yeah.
to
give me
denote
1
them
second.
as
Cool.
dead?
You can do that. You saying?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Or
just
Epic
put a
just
giant X over it.
Epic just put an X over his guy.
Yeah. I wonder how he did that. But
Epic,
I
tell
get-
us your ways.
You just click it.
You just click the circle.
Yeah.
let me
Circle of
let me
life.
put that guy back.
Yeah, and then there's one below it, and then you can just do it like this.
My God, that guy's huge.
That dude's huge.
All right. You click
Damn.
it. And
Oh,
then-
just beheaded the buff fucking.
Like
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
sorry.
I
Fuck
I-
you.
I
You're
cast-
right, bro.
I
That's
cast
pretty cool.
bacon.
This is what prepping looks like. I read ahead.
Okay. Wait. Epic, was your turn done?
You mean me? It was my turn.
Oh wait, your hand axe.
Yeah, hand
On your
axe.
character sheet, it should probably tell you what the range is on that. Does it say that anywhere next to it?
I mean, it doesn't say it's a ranged
Upstairs.
weapon. It just says hand axe 1d6 plus 3 slashing.
Let's see.
Like nowhere does. Oh wait, no, range 20 or 60.
Yeah. So the way that works is,
So I
if
can
you
throw
throw
it
it,
60.
if you throw it 20 feet, it'll be a normal roll. If you throw it outside 20 feet between 20 and 60, then you could do it, but you'll be rolling with disadvantage, which means you'll roll 2 d20s and take the lesser roll. So if it's within 20 feet, then you only have to roll the 1. If it's
Alright.
Where did you see that, Oak, for the range?
So if you go over
Yo,
your
wait, Adamar, did I lose an arrow? Or no?
Yes, keep track of your
So-
arrows because it's gonna be hard for me to
so
do that right now.
Epic, if you go to your attacks and spellcasting and you highlight one, a little gear will pop up. If you press that, it tells you all the stuff about it.
Oh, what the heck?
All right.
Okay.
Here we
Oh,
go.
I have 80 range on this?
I want to
But,
use my 2-weapon fighting thing to use my bonus action to throw my hand axe at this fucker.
Okay, and he is 10, 20, 30.
30, yeah, 30.
He's like 30, let's say 35 feet. So you're
Alright.
gonna be doing that with disadvantage.
Okay, so what am I doing?
So go ahead and roll 2 d20s, and you're
2
gonna take the
D20s.
smaller number, and then add the 5. So you roll a 1. Oh no, that's a 7, right? At the top.
Yeah, that's a 7.
Yeah, it's a 7.
It says in the chat what it is.
Yeah, so I got 7 plus my proficiency in strength, right?
7 plus yes, which is 5.
So 5, 12.
So 12. So you throw your hand axe, and it just goes right past them.
God.
Does he have to go pick it up now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
Do
to
I
pick
get
that up.
or do I
Definitely
just get it
drop
back
it.
at the end of the fight?
At the end of the fight? Just tell me. I win and
All
picked
right,
up.
all right.
Unless you want it during the fight again, then you would have to actually do that.
Yeah.
That shit.
All right. That's the end of
Okay.
my turn. I got nothing else.
All right, that's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
So next up would be Zoo.
Okay, I'll use my longbow. Or
Okay.
actually, okay, so I can move and then attack after, right?
Yep.
Okay, so
you can even
I'll go.
split up. Your movement.
Okay, I see. So I guess I'll go to this tree for like defend myself.
Okay.
And while I'm at that tree, I will use my longbow. I'm trying to see where the range. I clicked the
If you click on the gear, maybe.
okay, I'm
click the
clicking
gear,
the
Zoo,
range
it'll-
150,
So
600.
Yeah,
under
longbow
attack
has
range.
ridiculous range, so you'll be good.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go move up this tree here, and then I'm gonna go attack this guy with my longbow,
Okay.
and
Uh,
I would just roll a d20, I guess.
Yes, and then you're gonna add your dexterity bonus and your proficiency bonus, so it should be actually. I don't know what
Okay.
that number is.
I rolled it. I got 12 plus
Yep.
dexterity, right?
bonus and your
Yep.
proficiency bonus, which is 2.
So it's plus 5.
Yeah. Okay, plus 5, so 17. Okay, so you shoot your longbow, and that is gonna hit. So go ahead and roll your damage dice, which
Oh,
it should say next to it.
My damage?
Yeah, it's to the
Yeah.
right of the longbow on your stat sheet.
Right
Go
of my
that way.
long.
It should be a smaller number, maybe like.
Oh, attack plus 5?
No, next to
To
that.
the right of that. To the right of that.
Oh,
It tells you
1d8 plus 3 pierce.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
so
go
roll
to
a
the
roll a
thing and
d8,
press
and
1.
then you add 3.
Oh, wait, one sec. You and Oak are talking at the same.
Roll a
How about-
d8
how about
and then
40?
add 3.
Okay, roll a d8 and then add 3. Okay, roll the d8. 10.
7 plus 3 is 10. Okay,
Yeah.
so you shoot. You pull your longbow out. You shoot an arrow at this goblin right here, and that arrow finds purchase right in between his eyes, killing him.
Oh, I'm sick.
Me and Zoo Killer's out here.
We're nice. And Epic. Didn't Epic kill someone?
That guy is really weak, but he's not dead. I
Oh,
think,
you're
right?
doing well, Epic. You're sick. You guys have got one shot.
Dude, Cricket
Okay.
did all the work.
Yeah, Sarah's the one that pulled him off the cliff.
Yeah. Okay. So then that finishes their turn. Now it's the goblin's turn,
God,
Okay.
if I die, I swear.
and he's gonna go ahead and take a shot at
Don't say it.
at Oak because he's the closest.
It's because I threw that axe at him, dude. I shouldn't have attacked.
You tilted him.
Sorry, if he does 7 damage, I swear to God.
7 kill you?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm at 7
what's your armor class?
Well,
Oak?
that's what I meant to do, yeah.
16.
Okay, so he shoots his crossbow at you, and it just completely misses.
Yeah, what a piece of shit.
You just missed your axe.
But he's
Yeah, but I'm a fighter. I'm meant for melee combat. He's an archer. He's meant
what he's
to-
gonna do is he's gonna hop down,
Oh, we can hop down? Hell yeah.
and just to get a little closer to everybody.
If he
stops.
hops down, does he take damage?
No, he doesn't because he.
What
did
if
it-
you like?
He did it very. He slid down very elegantly.
So what if I like grabbed a guy and I threw him
Graceful.
off the cliff? Would that?
Yeah, then we would be
Okay.
dealing.
All right.
So can you like toss the corpse body at him?
Dude, I got you. Next round. Next round. Next round.
Sick.
Then the next goblin, he's still like kind of choked up from getting hit with that thorn whip. So he's
Mm.
kind of upset at Phoenix. So
Yeah.
he's gonna go ahead and try to attack.
Got it.
What's your armor class, Phoenix?
11.
11.
Sheesh.
Okay. So he goes
Yeah.
to he runs up here to attack you, and he takes a swing at you, but you're kind of able to like fend off his attack with your quarterstaff. So he doesn't do any damage to you.
Cool
And that
bean.
finishes his turn. Okay, and then we started back at the top. Cricket, it's actually your turn next.
Okay, so I know that I can't, since he's right beside me, I can't take an action without him having a reaction, right?
If you move,
Like I wouldn't be able to
if
walk
you
away.
move outside of 5 feet from his range, then he can take an opportunity attack. Yeah,
Right. So I can't. I have to attack.
you could, or well, you as an action, so that doesn't happen, you can disengage and
Yeah.
then move, and then he
But
can't
I'm-
take an opportunity attack. But then you're using your action to disengage, and you can't do like whatever other
Yeah.
action you might have had in mind.
So what I wanted to do was help out Zeke, but I'm gonna have to whack this guy. Didn't think about how I wanted to do that. Because all my spells are like healing shit. So I'm gonna have to actually take a smack at him.
There you go.
You can shove. That's an action.
Get
Would that
the
take him out
fuck
of
away
like,
from
their
me.
range or whatever?
That's not your purse.
Would that take a lot
That's
of
not your.
Yeah, like would shoving
I
them like
don't
move
know
them out of
you.
range so she can like run away or whatever?
If she rolls on it, then potentially, yeah.
I'm going to smack him with my quarterstaff. I'm just double checking the dice that goes with it, because
Okay.
I think it's a d6, but I am not
You
sure
can,
off the
we
top
still
of
have
my
to
head.
roll to see if it even hits, so you can kind
Well, that's
of
true. I'll do that first while
roll
I'm
the d20
looking.
and then add your I think it's dexterity or is the quarterstaff? It's up to
There
you.
it goes.
So you can add dexterity or strength, and then strength, and
I'm gonna
then
go
your
if I have my
proficiency
blue one.
bonus.
Okay.
It was under the desk. It fell. She has to roll again.
That's fine.
Oh shit!
I'm pissed. He tried to take my purse, apparently. Nat 20.
Oh shit. Okay, so you roll 20. So that's gonna hit. Roll your damage dice.
I'm thinking it's a D6, so I'm gonna go with a D6. Because the daggers were worse. Okay.
It's probably that plus your dexterity.
All right, roll the
We
things
have a-
away from the edge of the table.
I'm trying to. It was 1 plus the
Okay.
dexterity.
Yeah, plus 4. Right. Oh,
Yeah.
or what's your dexterity? Is it 3? I just assumed it was actually.
My dex is modifier is 1.
Okay, so 2. Okay, so you kind of swing around, bringing your quarterstaff towards him, which hits him like smack on the side of the head, kind of cracking his neck and killing him.
What the
Oh,
shit?
fuck yeah.
She killed
Bro,
him with.
you're sick.
Well, I guess he was weak already.
Yeah, I was
He
gonna
was
say I
really-
already
he
hit him
was
with my
really weak.
thorns.
Yeah. So yeah, that goes ahead and kills.
Oh, you're nice.
Cracked his neck. Holy crap.
Damn.
All right. Did you have
Um,
anything that you wanted to, or anything else that
So-
you wanted to do on your turn?
The other. What's. Can you dink on the last guy?
He's here.
Okay, so I'm gonna use
I
my
don't think
move
we have, like, the
action.
official term for doing that now.
Dink.
I'm gonna use my move action to go right here, so that if he, I'm sure that he won't, but if he does try to take an action at Zeke, that I would be body blocking for him, because he's
Okay.
not. Yeah.
Yeah, so you kind of like spread your arms out, maybe trying to put your body up in front of Zach, protecting him because you know he's weak.
Protect.
Protect.
Second attack.
All right, does that complete your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, so that leaves us next to with Valdez. What does he do?
All right. I'm gonna hit this guy a firebolt.
That's right, because it reaches
And I
crazy
roll a
far.
10.
Well, first we have to see if it hits, right? You gotta roll
Oh.
a d20.
I have to roll a 20.
A d20 and then add your charisma.
That's just 11.
Okay.
Plus 0.
So that kind of unfortunately misses as well.
Well, doesn't he have to do his proficiency too?
Oh, and your proficiency. I'm sorry. Go ahead. It's 0 plus, but your proficiency is 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that also unfortunately misses.
You gave him hope. You gave him
Yeah,
hope.
that was Oak's fault. He made me give him hope.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And
So-
just so you know, Citri, we can kind of work on this again, but charisma is gonna be like one of your bigger stats as a sorcerer that you use.
Yeah.
That you use.
I figured that
Yeah, so we
Thought
might
it'd be,
want to respec next session.
okay.
So I have a question, Adamar.
Yeah.
I was looking at my stats for my sword, and it says it hits in a 60-foot cone, and that doesn't sound right.
Your stats for your sword say hit 60 foot.
Oh, you
Mine says
swing
the
at a
same thing
cone.
too.
You can toss it.
Let me see that.
Like you're
Range.
not just
Big
swinging it up
sword.
and down, like you're swinging it from right to left, and that would be a cone, right?
But 60.
Yeah,
feet.
but like 60 feet? Like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
You're
I see
How
that.
much
Your
sword
like
does he
sword
have?
shoots
No, but-
laser beams.
No, but that number is kind of like grayed out, so I think that's like an example.
Oh, okay.
Because look at crit range, that number is a lot darker, whereas
You're
the
right.
number
You're right.
in
You're
range
right.
is-
You're right. You're right. I was out here like, damn, I'm about to kill everybody at once.
Okay, so
I'm just gonna put a 1 there, so-
Valdez, was that the end of your turn? Did you have anything else that you wanted?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, so now Zeke kind of comes up.
Okay. I am going to just move one space so I have a line of sight,
Okay.
and I'm going to take a shot at our guy here in the middle of the road.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a d20 and then add your dex and your dex, your proficiency bonus. Tell me that number.
14.
Okay, so you're kind of still reeling from that damage. It's kind of really affected you, and you miss your shot.
Jesus Christ.
What
Yeah,
the
we're all
heck?
I'll come through. Don't worry,
Me and
This is
Zoo,
why
the only
I'm
ones
body
out here
blocking
doing it.
famous.
bro. We got the nice KDs.
You still have some movement left. I don't know if you have any bonus actions you can do, but that's your
Don't
turn.
worry, I'm gonna throw the body at him. We got him. Right?
Yo, I'm-
Yeah, I will just move back to that space behind
Okay,
Phoenix.
that sounds good. Okay, so now the master himself, Alvin Yakitori. What does he do?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Neo comes out of the shadows, ready to attack.
I'm gonna attack with my bow.
I gotta get out of here.
All right,
I
what's
hit
the range on
Wait,
that?
wouldn't he have to like
80.
move because of the ledge or whatever?
Hold on.
Like,
It's 80. Okay, so are you gonna shoot from there?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and roll with disadvantage just because of the
Oh, can I
elevation,
move
the
now?
elevation difference. Yeah, you can move if you want to.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Just because of the ledge, you would have to like account for the drop.
As far as it goes.
I kind of wanted him to do it because I wanted him to like
But-
pull it off and then like curve his shot like.
Oh, actually, yeah, we are going back. We're going for it. Bro.
Okay.
Wait, I was here, right?
Yeah,
you're
about
right
right
here.
there. It's fine.
You're here.
Okay, so what you're gonna do is
So roll with disadvantage, right?
so
Character sheet.
you roll 2d20s and we're gonna take the lowest and then
So
add
I
your
click
dex.
disadvantage, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
In
do
the
that.
character
It
sheet,
doesn't matter.
or do I leave it
literally
on normal?
It doesn't
Literally
matter
doesn't
because you could
change
just roll two.
Okay, so I'm rolling 2.
Yeah,
D20.
2d20s. So you take they're both
12.
6.
Yeah.
So you only take the one of them. So 6 plus your dexterity bonus and efficiency bonus.
Okay, so my dex bonus. That's the big number bolded.
Yeah, top
Yeah.
So
left.
+3 dex and efficiency. Where's that?
Above
2,
that,
2, 2.
right?
So
So
plus
five.
5 in all. 6
Okay,
plus
so
5.
11. So you're kind of hyped up on how good you've been doing the last
I thought he was gonna say Mountain Dew.
and you're kind of
I'm all hyped
yeah,
up on Mountain Dew.
you're a little you've been sipping on your own
He's been feeling himself.
It's on that
yeah, you're
mountain
feeling
lightning.
you're
He's
feeling
feeling
yourself
himself.
basically. So you kind of call your shot, you're about to curve it, and as you shoot it, it just goes clear over this guy's head and misses.
Classic
Wait.
epic.
Nice.
Then
Yo,
he gets
wait.
a big old
Yo, I
booty.
can't put a GIF in. I can't put a GIF in Discord. I want to put a GIF of what was supposed to happen.
I don't
Yo,
think you can in D&D. You probably can in spam.
I'm in lobby.
Yeah, you could in spam.
Okay, here we go. This is what to do. This is what Adamar hyped me up, and he's like, "Yo, I kind of wanted to. I thought this was gonna happen." Hold
He
on.
actually moved back to try it.
Bro, I just downloaded it. Where did it go? Oh, here we go. This is what was supposed to happen. Your files are too powerful.
Too big, man.
Dude, just send the link.
I guess that works.
Is that your turn, by the way, so that somebody else can?
Let me move.
Okay.
Actually, no, we're staying where we're at in the shadows, bro. Taking ahead and
You're nice.
Yeah, he hides in his shame behind the thicket.
All right, so
Okay.
it's my turn.
So yep, next we got Burmore.
All right, so I pick up this dead body right here,
Yes.
and then I look to this guy for approval. All right.
Okay.
Yes, I give a thumbs up. I give a good thumbs up.
Okay.
All right.
You have to roll for a thumbs up.
Go ahead and roll a d20.
All right,
Okay,
and
are you
then
gonna throw it at him?
No, what to do? I'm not throwing him. I got a better idea. I jump onto this guy
I jump.
with this guy to push my blow.
Oh,
Okay, so go ahead and make an athletics check.
All right, how do I do that?
So you roll d20 and then
D20.
add your athletics skill.
So I got a 17 plus 5. Do I add
Okay.
proficiency?
No,
Okay.
not in this. Okay, so you grab this body and you kind of you jump at him and you
There's
kind
no
of
way I
barrel
missed, dude.
you barrel into him with the body. And this goblin is just basically kind of confused at whatever the hell is happening. right now.
How much damage do I do?
Well, you didn't say you were gonna hitting him with it. You just crash it into him, so you kind of just push him back.
Dude, I don't do damage. What's the point of this?
Want to hit him? Well, you're
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Grabbing this body and dive into him with it, like to,
okay. So let's. I'm
to
gonna
like crush him.
I'm gonna
I was
use the
crushing
jump
him.
as your movement, and then
Alright.
now I'm gonna have you roll to see if you hit. To see if it hits.
Alright.
Bro, you
roll
got
a
this. You got this.
D20? D20?
And, yeah, and just add your strength.
Just add my strength. 4.
So one, just so you guys all know, so ones and 20s are automatic failures and successes despite what your bonus is. So you pick up the body, you pick up the body to swing at him, and you kind of swing at him so fast that it kind of rips in half, and there's nothing to hit him with.
Alright.
So you don't do anything.
Yo, Oak is too much.
And you're just kind of standing there like you're just both kind of standing there like staring at each other.
Okay. Alright. To redeem myself.
That was your action, by the way. So
I know, but I have 2 weapon fighting, so I can still attack.
okay.
That's a bonus
Oh.
action, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I'm
shit.
gonna attack him with my longsword.
Okay.
So roll a d20.
Wait,
Like,
do
I
you
don't
have
want
that
it.
equipped?
Also,
Or do you use a bonus action to take, because you're already holding the body?
he
No,
had
the
it-
body ripped off.
I'm assuming he had the sword in his right hand, and then he picked up the body with his because he's a dragonborn, so he's pretty strong. So I'm assuming he picked it up by the leg with his left hand.
So I got an 8.
Okay.
So you got an 8. So
Yeah.
okay, so you take a swing at him, and he just like barely kind of like moves out of the way from that swing.
God.
And it
Bro,
doesn't-
you're
and it doesn't
messing
do
up.
anything.
Absolutely embarrassed.
Alright, so
Alvin kind of gives you a look from the bushes and says like, "This is why I'm staying back here."
I look back at Zoo and he flips his thumbs up upside down.
Okay,
Alright.
so
let's
now
do
that
it.
leaves
Let's
us
do it on
actually
This is
Fira,
why
Whose
I'm.
turn?
Fira
This
his best friend can kind of redeem him. It's his
Okay.
turn.
Zoo,
So
save me.
main question: is there friendly fire?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Don't
Okay,
be like
alright.
this, Zoo.
I'm
Don't.
not gonna shoot you. I'm not gonna shoot you. I didn't say that.
I'm not
I'm
trying
just
to.
asking so I don't
Zoo's like,
shoot
I
an
use
arrow.
my action to shoot him because he
I'm
failed.
not shooting you.
Not yet.
Alright, continue. I'm sorry.
All right. So I can move 3 spaces, right? Is that how it works?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And man, I'm not trying to hit Oak though. What should I do? Okay.
Dude, you're not gonna hit me. I trust. I believe in you.
Okay.
Unless you get a nat 1, he's not gonna make you hit me.
Alright, okay. So if I get closer, does that mean like my damage is more possible, I guess, or I do more damage?
Not necessarily. No, not really. It doesn't really mean that. It just
So
means
it
that
doesn't really matter.
it just determines whether the range on your weapon.
Sure.
If you fall within the range, it increases your chances of hitting, but it doesn't affect your damage.
Okay, so
I will say though,
my range is like 160.
I will say, and I should remember this. I don't think it's come up in this situation though. That if you try to hit someone with a longbow who's like right next to you, you're probably gonna be rolling disadvantage.
So like, I shoot against this guy and Oak's next to him, it might hit him, or it's like disadvantage.
No, saying if like you were like hugging a guy and you try to shoot him.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you were
if
like
he
the
was
same
on the
square
square,
next to each other.
But I'm like by myself.
Because close range. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Okay, I understand.
There's not really with your bow. There's not really a good chance that you're gonna hit him. I'd be more worried if
Unless
if it
you
was
nap.
like Valdez like shooting a fireball, and he can get kind of like splash damage.
I already
on
know
an
what
ally.
Citri's doing on next turn.
Okay, so it's not like particularly too much of a risk of like hitting Oak or whatever.
It's not too much of a risk right now.
Okay.
And I'm kind of taking it easy on you guys right now for the most part. Because I guess later what I could do is make you roll with disadvantage. Just because you have an ally so close to him. But
Okay, yeah.
Adamar,
think
if he nat 1s, make him ruin my whole career, dude.
Okay, I am going to shoot the last goblin with my
okay,
arrow.
from there,
Yeah, from there. So am I still in like?
you're I believe your range was 80 feet, and this is like 60 feet, so you're definitely good.
Okay, then yeah, I'm just gonna shoot him. I guess I roll a d20.
Yeah, and
Yep.
then add your dex and your proficiency.
Okay, that's +5, so 20.
Okay.
Thank God for Zoo.
So that hits. So go ahead and roll the damage. I believe it was
Damage dice
like
is
1d6 +3 or something like
I
that.
think I remember. Let me look again. So it's 1d8.
Okay,
plus
1d8
3.
plus 3. So go ahead and roll that.
Forgot where. How do I?
Top
I
left,
look
like
at
see
D8
when you do a
left.
D20.
There's a d8 and then add the 3 after you roll.
Oh, okay, I got it. 14.
1d8 plus 3 equals 14. That's not right.
Nah. You picked 3d8, dude. You have to just hit where it says d8.
Oh yeah, just roll
Oh.
the d8.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me roll again. Oh, what the? Oh, that ain't good.
3 plus 3, so 6. So you get ready to shoot your arrow. You're kind of waiting to take your aim because it's a little close between you and Burmore, with the goblin and Burmore. But you shoot him and it hits him like right in between like his left shoulder and his chest, his pec.
Okay.
So it pierces him and it definitely hurts him a good amount.
You're welcome, Oak.
How's
You
he
didn't
looking?
save me, dude. He's gonna attack me next turn.
I'm helping you out. All right, but that
Right, you are helping me
So
out.
is that like the end of my turn? Can I do anything else?
can
You
move.
didn't move, so you could still move, and if you have any bonus actions or anything like that, you can still do that.
Okay, and when it comes to the goblin's options, he has a crossbow. So if I were to like move here, he could hit me, right?
His range is I think he can even hit you from where you are right now.
Just
Oh,
hide
Uh,
behind cricket like everyone else, dude.
His range is 80 feet. His
I'm
his
no-
range
I'm
is
no- I'm
his
not.
range is 80 feet, so yeah, he's got the range.
He's gonna shoot
Okay.
me too. All right.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I don't think it's particularly. I'm gonna move my character over here
Okay.
to be by the tree or whatever for defense, but also
Yeah, and you
don't
can
help
use
us.
that. You can use that as cover, and it would make him harder. He would have to roll with disadvantage to hit.
Okay, cool. But yeah, I'm going to like get closer to Oak to help him out in case.
Okay.
And that's it.
Yep. So next on the list would be that goblin is. Oh, it's that goblin. Okay, so he's kind of close to you right now. He's kind of taken aback by literally everything that just happened. First you swung a dead body at him. That didn't work out.
No. First I dove on him. Get it right.
Yeah, dove at him, swung a dead body at him, tried to swing, he dodged it. It wasn't really a reflex so much as like you like just kind of moved out of the way by chance. And then he gets hit with an arrow from seemingly out of nowhere. So he's kind of really discombobulated. But he's kind of pissed and he's gonna try to shoot you with his crossbow. It's really close range, so he's gonna roll with disadvantage. What's your armor class?
16.
Okay, so he just completely whiffs, and in doing so, he's going to try to like run away in his movement. But since he was within 5 feet,
Ooh, let's go.
You got a
He-
reaction.
you get a reaction move. So
All right,
go,
all right.
go ahead and roll a d20,
D20.
and then add the +5.
17.
Yep. So that will hit. So roll your damage dice.
1d. Wait. So 1d10 because I didn't have my scimitar out, so that means my longsword's two-handed now, right?
Yes. As long as you tell me that that's the case, then.
I mean, I would assume so, right?
Yeah.
Logically speaking, I don't know.
Well, did you drop the dead body?
It fell apart.
the-
So it
yeah,
just
like
kinda
it's-
held it on.
Literally fell
So-
apart.
I don't know if he was still
you-
hanging onto the anchor
3
or
plus
not.
3,
That's
that's
true.
6.
Okay, 6. Okay, so this is the last enemy, and that will be the killing blow. So how did the killing blow happen? How do you want to do it?
I want to slice him head to fucking groin, dude. Right down the middle.
Okay, so you literally just split him
Yeesh.
completely
Groin,
in
you're
half.
nasty.
He's got this guy's seen some shit, and you're kind of putting him out of his misery.
He made a fool
this
of me,
point.
Zoo. He deserves it.
That's
he-
'cause you suck.
Don't fuck
And
with
it-
Oak.
And that kills him. Okay, so
Nice.
that
all
wraps
those
up.
years of being a school shooter coming into play, dude.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
That is chill.
Sometimes
And that wraps up combat. Okay, so you guys are now out of initiative, and it's up to you guys what you guys want to do. Let me know.
First
what
thing
about
that I
the
want to do.
arrows?
I'm looting my bodies, dude. I want them.
Okay,
First
so
thing I want to do is
go ahead.
cure wounds on Zeke.
okay,
Did
is that
anyone
a
else but
cantrip?
me take damage?
Yeah, dude. I'm
Nope.
like halfway dead,
Oak did.
Oh.
I didn't take
Okay.
anything.
but she hates me.
Let me I guess let you guys know of a few things too. You are able to, as Oak alluded to earlier, take short rests and long rests. A short rest would mean that you guys rest in an area for at least 1 hour, and don't do really any strenuous activity during that time. And when you do that, you can roll your hit dice that you have, which you should all only have 1 hit dice, but the type of hit dice changes based on your class, to kind of regain hit points. After you use that short rest, though, you won't have that hit dice to use in another short rest anymore until you take a long rest, in which you get that dice back. Is that confusing, or does that make sense?
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
That makes sense.
So you could, that is an option, if you wanted to do that, but you can also hold off and wait till maybe things are a little more dire, or if you need a short rest at a later point.
Well,
That's just an option.
how many spells would I get back with a short rest?
I believe. Let me make sure on that actually. Okay, you don't get any spells back on a short rest. You would do that on a long rest.
Okay.
How long of a rest do I have to take to respec?
That's 15 sessions.
You're the comic relief of the group, Citri.
That's why he hung
okay,
back.
Mr. Fucking.
That's why he very tactically hung back.
Yeah.
Well, what I could
Okay,
do.
so did you want to cast Cure Wounds? Sorry to cut you off there, Phoenix.
I think instead of that, I'll cast Goodberry, and then I can give some to Zeke and some to that dragon guy, I guess.
Dragon guy.
Okay, and how does that heals him for how much?
Here, I can click that one. So hold on.
Actually, I could probably pull it up here in this compendium.
Does that do anything for you?
Yes, up to 10 berries
Okay.
appear in your hand.
Oh, that's awesome.
1 HP.
So
per
how
berry.
many are you down?
Oh, okay, cool.
Me, I'm down 5.
So I would give 5 to Zeke and 5 to.
Oh, that would fully heal us, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so go ahead, make sure you guys add 5 points, 5 health points back, and then know that you took up a spell slot. I should have talked about it right there. Okay. And Valdez, you also have that to worry about.
Okay.
On your character sheet, is that viewable? It should be.
What is?
You only have a certain amount of slots you could do before you need to take a long rest. Let's see what it is for you. Okay, you have 2 slots. But the firebolt was a cantrip. Okay, so this is how it works. Valdez and Phoenix, you probably know a little bit already. Cantrips you can use indefinitely. You don't have to let them recharge. They don't take up basically any mana. The ones in the Thunder Wave and Sleep for you, for example, the level 1 spells do.
Yeah.
And you'll notice that you have 2 spell slots. So basically, you can use Thunder Wave twice, Sleep twice, or Thunder Wave once and Sleep once before you're out of spell slots, and you can't regain them until you take a long rest. So just kind of keep track of that. It seems here on the character sheet too, you can even click on it and on the little bubble, and it'll fill it in, so you can kind of keep track of that way if you want to. But you haven't used any because you just use cantrips with Firebolt, so you're good in that regard. And then so Phoenix, you took up 1 spell slot, correct?
Yep, and so I've already marked it.
Okay,
The
perfect.
Thorn Whip was a cantrip, so.
Okay, perfect. All right. What is everyone else doing?
I'm searching both bodies because my flaw is that I want wealth.
Okay, so you search these bodies, and really these guys, they don't seem like they have a lot of riches on them or anything like that. They seem more like a scouting party.
On the goblins?
Yeah, on the goblins. There's not really much going on in terms of what you can pick up from them. So you guys unfortunately don't really find a ton of reward.
Can I get their arrows?
Yeah, you could definitely.
I'm also gonna go up. I'm gonna go up here and get my fucking axe too.
Okay, so Burmore picks up his axe. So these guys actually have like the crossbow arrows, Fyra. So I don't know how useful they'll be to you.
Can you get your arrows?
The
We
crossbow
just probably throw them like darts.
But you can pick up arrows that you shot, and you can put max.
Oh, okay, cool. I guess another question is can I make arrows from like me being around the forest and whatnot in the woods?
There is crafting, and you could probably do that maybe during like a long rest or something, and you would need to collect some of the components.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You couldn't just do it right now. But
Okay, yeah.
bring that up again with me later.
Yeah.
Or if you go to a town, if you reach a town, you can
Yeah.
purchase necessary components at the shop too.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna go back to the wagon to see if everything's good.
Okay, yeah. Remember that the wagon is still right here, guys. The oxen didn't take off. They're very disciplined.
So,
Yeah.
let me go here, I guess.
So
Okay. And there's still
Another-
the two dead horses here with the arrows shot in them. And then remember, you guys found the saddlebags had been looted, and that there was an empty leather map case.
well, Phoenix is going back and just chilling with the ox and making sure that they're like calmed down and they're not like stressed from watching the dead body rip in half.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So you kind of soothe them. So they were looking a little anxious. They hadn't run off, but they were looking a little anxious. You kind of, using your druidic powers, you kind of soothe them and get them calm again. Alvin, Zeke, are you guys doing anything right now?
I'm gonna collect my arrows.
Okay. Valdez.
I don't think there's anything I can do. Or, like anything that would make a difference.
Okay.
I didn't like lose anything.
It's up to you.
I guess I would be like around here, picking up arrows.
Okay. And it's really up to you guys, but just to kind of help you guys, guide you guys along. There's a few different options in which what you could do. Maybe you can kind of investigate the areas where the goblins originated from, or you can just decide to continue on down the road on the Tribord Trail, take your supplies. So you can kind of either like investigate, maybe travel down, and I won't always kind of give you like a list of what your options are, but since we're just starting,
So
Right.
you're saying hint, investigate.
just to kind of
Yeah,
help
I
you.
think we should investigate.
I'm gonna investigate right here where I'm picking.
I will join Oak and go there as well.
Okay, so you come south, and you find a small little camp a little bit in the thickets. Obviously, maybe kind of where the goblins were set up. There's nothing too interesting about it, though. You do see some kind of footsteps from them, and this is more coming from where is he? Fira. Because
Okay.
so you said you were gonna help him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and make both of you actually. Yeah, go ahead and make what's the skill that I'm looking for here? I think investigation.
Yes.
Go ahead and make an investigation, both of you.
D20.
Okay.
So roll a d20 and add investigation
I got a
Okay.
4.
with the bonus.
Yeah.
I got
Jesus Christ. What did you
14.
get?
We're 14. I'm trying to find the. What
It's
was
on
it
the
again?
left. It's on the left side. It's called skills. It's like towards the middle.
Skill. Oh, I see the list of skills. What are we looking for?
Investigation. It's right in the middle.
Okay, so I got 0, so just 14. I think.
Okay, so Zoo, during your investigation, you see some footsteps, and they're kind of leading this way and curving up this way, looking like they're kind of heading north.
Okay, right. So wait, they're going basically this way, right?
So they're going like up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to follow the footsteps?
Yes. Follow the
Yes.
footsteps.
I'll follow with Oak.
Okay. So
So we just do that.
so you both kind of see these footsteps up here up north, and they lead further into the thicket, and you can kind of see somewhat of like a makeshift kind of path. It seems like and it's not just those goblins. It seems like there's several goblin footsteps maybe going back and forth from this area.
Oh,
So-
yeah. We need to let these people
So
know.
maybe it's not an official path, but kind of a beaten down path, and you're not exactly sure where it leads right now.
Okay. I feel like does everyone know what's going on in our party?
They don't. It's just you two that have been investigating that. So
So you'd have to
So-
communicate that to us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm going to walk to where I guess like here or something, right?
sure.
That'd be fine. And
Yeah.
notify Alvin, Phoenix, call Zeke over and Veldis, and then notify them what we saw. I'm seeing that the footsteps go to the north, and there's a bunch of confusion I think going on. Is that what you said? Or like it's ambiguous where they lead to?
Yeah, I mean, you guys spent a little time kind of healing up, recollecting materials and stuff. And during that time, Fear and Burmore kind of did a small investigation. They found some footsteps. You communicated that to them. So now,
Okay.
as a group, what are you guys interested in doing, or kind of voicing?
We should probably look, or we should investigate more on the north side of the
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
let's
it's not
investigate
worth
some.
it's not worth going on an uncharted path like
Well,
that.
you would say that.
I know I would.
We have a mission to do, guys.
'Cause it's
Like, I
not.
want the money.
We gotta
for
save
it.
the world.
Yeah. Well, no. Why,
Save the
why would we
children.
care? Yeah.
Well, what are we gonna do? We're
I
not
want
gonna
them.
be able to fit this wagon with the ox down this not a trail.
Obviously, we gotta split up,
I was
gang.
gonna say that. Yeah.
Have you never seen a horror movie?
I'm
Have you ever
talking
seen
about
Scooby-Doo?
Scooby-Doo.
All right.
Reggie?
We have a
Yo,
bunch of
Daphne,
facts,
Velma,
right?
you're with me. Shaggy, Scooby, you guys go to the north. We'll go to the south.
Yo,
I feel like anybody's gonna be Shaggy. It's gonna be me with the little
But are we
plants.
allowed?
Like, oh,
Are
I
we
found some
allowed to split
mushrooms.
up, Adamar, or do we have to stay together?
You can split up. I will
I think that's a bad idea.
this early on.
Yeah.
This early on, I will kind of advise against it, though I will not outright say you can't do it.
So how about we take a vote?
Bro, let me use Steve's
Okay.
can on the footsteps, bro.
Can we take
You
2
know what?
votes? One on where we go and what we
Put it in the
like
chat.
about splitting up.
Yeah, put it in the
I don't-
chat.
So
We
we're
don't
not
see the
splitting up.
chat.
Splitting up. We're gonna take a vote on if we should go north or if we should go follow the path.
Let me investigate it first with my thieves can. Here, I'm gonna put the.
You want to go? You want to go ahead and investigate it, Alvin?
Okay, well,
Chat
do
bubble.
you want to?
Epic, are you trying to do an investigation?
Yeah, I'm trying to use this thieves can't skill.
So kind of walk up to where Burmore is right now.
Hello, Bonma.
Go ahead and make an investigation check. Investigation roll. So roll a d20 and then add your investigation bonus.
Wait, but how do I use my thieves can skill?
Well, that's more like
Isn't that more like you see a message sort of?
if there's you can also like using that skill. I can let you know if you find any kind of messages based on your roll.
Oh, okay. All right, so just roll a d20.
Yeah,
One?
and add your investigation. Just one.
What's your investigation?
We're about to find out, gamers.
It's gonna be a 0.
It's based on your intelligence, so whatever your intelligence is what.
Where's
Big
investigation?
oof.
It's in the there's a
Oh, I have
big
4.
list.
It's in the
Okay.
skills.
Oh, you got a 4.
So you don't really see all that much compared to what Burmore and Fura already found. Though you do kind of are able to kind of parse through that. It seems like there's probably about a dozen or so goblins come through.
Oh, a
through this
dozen?
area.
Yeah, we don't want that smoke.
We do not want to.
But you don't
Bro,
find, but you don't find any kind of messages or any signs or symbols.
Okay.
I don't think we should mess with.
Yeah, but
this.
we just took out 4 goblins. Like
So
we're
this is the
gaming
part
on
where we take a vote.
Bro,
right?
when these fools,
You
2
guys
of them
should
lost
take-
5 health.
All right,
Maybe
all
you
right.
should take a vote.
One at a time. One at a time. Top to bottom of Discord. Take a vote.
Okay,
North?
I vote no.
No for what?
Wait,
So,
yeah, I was gonna say no. But
Uh,
so it's
no,
either yes,
we're not following
yes,
the
you
path.
follow the path, or no, you don't follow the path,
Yeah,
or
so
and
no.
follow maybe go along the road.
Okay, so you got 1 no. Cricket.
I'd like to finish the mission, so
All right, that's 2. Epic.
Yo, we're going on that path.
All right. It's me. We're going on that path. Citri.
9.
All right, Zoo. Be a
Zoo.
man. Be a man, Zoo.
We're
Give us
going.
some
We're
time.
gonna follow the path and not go through the.
Zoo,
woods.
you a bitch.
Adamar's the
We're split down the middle.
tiebreaker.
Dozen goblins.
No, there is no tie. He
No, that is a
voted
tie.
no.
Zoo sided with you. Zoo, did
Counts
you
as-
say
Hey, Zoo
no?
said to follow
No,
the
I'm
path.
saying we should continue the mission.
That's
like
3 and
Cricket
3.
does.
Yeah, Zoo.
Oh,
no,
okay.
Zoo wants,
Okay, so
Zoo
it's
wants
4
to
to
go
2.
on the road. It's 4 to 2.
Okay.
Okay. So
Dang, I was gonna say we duel for it if we were tied. Damn it.
so you guys decide to go ahead and take the rest of the path back.
Reluctantly.
Back?
Reluctantly.
Reluctantly.
I mean, on the
Oh.
road. Sorry.
Wait, why did we go back? Why didn't we keep going forward?
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. I misspoke.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are on the Tribord Trail for some time, heading to Phandalin.
Where's
So-
that?
Handling.
It's
Right
right.
there.
There's literally
Oh,
a
I
map.
No, my bad. I didn't scroll down. I didn't scroll down.
Okay, so
Probably just completely
After
missed
some time, you guys kind of travel down that way, and it takes some more time, but eventually you get there. So let's do this. Whoa, what the hell? There we go.
Oh, Nate.
Okay, so the rutted track emerges from a wooded hillside, and you catch your first glimpse of Phandalin. The town consists of 40 or 50 simple log buildings, some built on old fieldstone foundations. More old ruins, crumbling stone walls covered in ivy and briars, surround the newer houses and shops, showing how this must have been a much larger town in centuries past. Most of the newer buildings are set on the sides of the cart track, which widens into a muddy main street of sorts as it climbs towards a ruined manor house on a hillside at the east side of town. As you approach, you see children playing on the town green and townsfolk tending to chores or running errands at shops. Many people look up at you as you approach, but all return to their business as you go by. At this time, I'd like to remind you all of your mission, which was to drop off those supplies at Barth Provisions, which you'll see here at the top. But it's
All right,
up
so
to you.
we should do that because we just voted 4-2 to do the mission basically. So
Yeah.
Yeah, straight there.
Okay. So you guys roll up to Barthen's Provision. It's a pretty large building with the sign in front of it, and you see two younger hands kind of working on some stuff out in the front. They're just kind of loading some stuff to and from a certain place, kind of stocking some materials.
is that the end?
Okay,
of it?
well, Phoenix is gonna be
Yeah,
the first to
go
alert
ahead
them
and-
that we're there. Like, yo,
Okay, so
I have
one
things.
of them kind of keeps working, and the other one kind of looks off. He was kind of focused, but he kind of looks at you, and he looks at your group kind of strangely because a lot of this town is mostly humans, some halflings, some dwarves, but they don't really see a lot of teens, definitely. Uh, and they don't see halflings a lot. They don't see dragon very much. So he just kind of looks at you, and he just kind of stammers out a little like, "Hello."
So we were on this mission to deliver the stuff.
Stuff.
Where's the money?
What stuff?
Where's
Can I
the-
try to
where's our
intimidate him
dude?
first?
So we're like, hey,
We're already intimidating.
like
Intimidate.
We're already going through that.
we're here to deliver the Gundren's shit to you.
Ah, you're bringing Gundren's materials. Sure, okay. Barthen's inside. Would you like to meet with him?
Yes.
No.
Okay. So this person kind of leads you inside the building. You see when you walk in, it's a big wooden floor. There's some big wooden beams coming up, and then there's a desk near the front. You see Barthen there at the front, and he himself is more of a. I'm looking for. He's just this kindly, like, older-looking man. He has glasses; they're kind of up to his nose. He's kind of writing on some kind of ledger right now. As he sees you all kind of look up, he's writing, and he kind of like looks up with just his eyes and sees you all come in through the door.
Why am I imagining Benjamin?
Kind of like that, yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess Phoenix is gonna be like, so we got a delivery. We were told we were gonna get paid.
He's like, "Are you all from Gundren's party?"
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah, okay. He's like, "And where is Gundren and Sildar? I have not heard from either of them this time."
I'm not gonna talk about it. Where's the money?
He doesn't pay us.
We-
Gundren pays.
Good.
We found their horses.
So yeah, we
slaughtered
tell him we
and-
found their horses.
slaughtered
and
and
we had to
looted.
slaughter some goblins.
Are we sure that they were their horses?
Yeah, we're sure
Yeah.
they're
We're
doing
sure
it.
that they're
you
their
did you
horses.
did recognize that it was.
But we didn't
okay,
find.
okay, I forgot that.
So we
We saw
informed
no
him the
traces of either of
goblin
them.
He's like, "Oh no." He's kind of messing with his hands, fidgeting with his hands. He's worried now. He's like, "Well, they never arrived here, so I'm assuming
Or,
they
like,
must have
he's
been
suspicious.
you know, waylaid by those goblins you saw." He's like, "Who knows where they could be now? Did you find anything nearby there that could have led to where that might have been?"
Did you say you fidgeted your
And then hey, as a matter of fact, we did, but some bitches didn't want to go.
Anyway,
He kind of looks at you and he kind of says, "Look, I know that you all were just hired for a mission, and it may not mean a lot to you, but it would mean so much to me if you might take the time to find out where Gundren was. I would go, but I'm too old now.
I don't trust this guy. I don't want to leave our
So,
stuff
so he
with him.
guilt trips us.
So can I try to
No, that's
persuade
not-
him
you
that
want to-
everything that his friend? Yeah.
For whoever said with Zach they don't trust him, did you want to do like an insight check or anything like that?
Do it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I have a bonus I think on.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
whoever
go
has the highest insight.
Yeah,
How do you-
let
okay,
Zoo do it, I think.
Let me,
Okay, so-
how do I?
Doesn't
My
sound like-
insight's 5.
It's in your skill.
Who wants to do it? Just tell me.
I'm guessing
let's compare our
Stitcher
insights,
got
I
a
guess.
5, so
I
Yeah.
only got a 1 on insight, so I'm not
Okay.
too high. Never mind.
So
Yeah, I have
Sentry
a
one. Sentry
I have a
wants to
5
do.
on insight.
Okay, so roll a d20 and then add your insight.
Okay. Bam.
ooh, 17.
Okay. So Sitri, during this whole time, everyone's been kind of trying to exchange information. You've just been kind of hanging a little bit by the doorway, just hanging back and
Yeah.
observing the old man. And what you notice is that he seems like he's telling the truth. He's pretty on the up and up here. He's pretty stressed. Gandrin was clearly a good friend of his, and he wants to know what happened to him.
He seems legit, but what do we get out of this?
Yeah.
Well, the
He's
guy's
like,
the one that's paying us.
Yeah, he looks at you and he says, "Look,
I think we're gonna need a little bit more for that. We already brought the goods.
he's like, I understand." He kind of thinks for a moment. He said, "I'm willing to. I know that Gundren was going to pay you, I believe, 10 gold coin for this, correct?"
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm willing to throw in another 5."
Oh fuck yeah.
Is that good money?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Phoenix
Yeah.
is all for it. 5
Oh,
gold
wait,
is
okay.
a lot.
Can I persuade him to double or nothing?
You can make a persuasion roll.
Do it.
So you roll a
Do
d20.
it.
We're
Roll a
greedy
d20.
fucks. Holy
But-
shit.
Roll a
We're
d20,
trash,
and
Add your
actually,
persuasion.
before you do, what do you say to persuade him?
I say we almost died killing the other goblins. We're gonna need a little more coin for our troubles.
Okay, go ahead and make a persuasion roll. So add d20 and then add your persuasion.
Oh, I know. I need to see what this
He-
was.
Yeah, they
I
use.
s-
So he
Oh
looks at you.
no.
So he looks at you and he says, "Listen, I understand. I understand it's dangerous." He's like, "But I don't have that kind of coin to spare right now. Gundren means so much to me, and like I said, I'm willing to throw in 5 gold pieces for that, but I'm not sure I can spare much more."
I thought since it was a nat fail that you were just gonna be like, hey, you have to pay me for you to save.
He's
Yo,
a-
can I
he's a-
roll?
he's-
Can I roll for can I roll for sleight of hand?
Actually, you know what? 5 is too steep.
Damn, what's
Almar Barthen's kind of a nice guy, so he even though he's
Alright,
trying to
so-
hustle him, he's not gonna be a
So
jerk.
I want to ask him if anybody else in the town, like whoever owns the Tresendar Manor, is like also like a friend of Gundren that we could also extort. Leave that
Wait,
part off.
hold on. I was gonna ask if I could roll for sleight of hand to fake an injury.
Why?
That would be more of a deception check.
Oh man.
You can roll a d20 and add your deception if you want to do that.
Okay.
Crit 20. You lie so well, you start to believe it yourself.
Okay, so what do you say, Epic?
Ah! The goblin caught me. Danger.
He kind of goes up to you. He like puts his hand on your back. He's like, "Oh dear." He's like, "What's wrong? Take a seat here."
Phoenix is just kind of eyeballing him like,
He's totally
what a
believing.
bitch.
He's eating out of your hand.
I think I'm really gonna need that 5 extra coin if we go after those goblins.
to pay for your medical bills.
Okay.
He looks at
Phoenix
you.
just
He looks
nods
at
and
you.
is like, yeah, I would take 5 coin to heal you.
Listen,
Like,
he sits you
needs
down
it.
on a chair. He's like, "Listen, he's like, I really want to help you out here. Want to fix your leg." He's like, "But remember, you rolled a 1."
You're free as hell.
Man.
Body, dude. Too old.
Oak, did you want to?
All right, yeah, I want to find out if there's anybody else in the town that was also a friend of Gundren,
Can we get info from him?
or Silvar, or whatever the fuck's name.
Okay, so with regards to
I'm specifically curious about like the Tresendar Manor thing, since like I can like request
okay,
stuff with
so
nobles.
you walk in, so you kind of mentioned that on your way in, you noticed off in the distance there was a larger manor, slightly kind of a little bit put off from the rest of the town, and you ask about that, and he says, "Oh, you're asking about Tresender Manor? I wouldn't recommend going there." He's like, "That place is pretty much home to the Red Brown Ruffians now. They
Ooh,
kind of
what's that?
the Red Brown Ruffians.
Yeah, what's the Red
Ruffians.
Band Ruffians, whatever.
The Red Brown Ruffians. They run this town." He's like, "Not officially, but they've bullied their way into causing a lot of trouble for a lot of good
Alright.
people here in this town."
Oh, we gotta go run them out.
So ask him
We
what
gotta
kind.
Oh my
Of,
fucking god.
I don't even need the rest. We'll ask him what kind of reward we're looking at if we can run them out of town.
Oh my fucking god.
You're a
We need
snake,
to
but
fucking
I
call our
get
group the
this.
Greedies.
He's
I'm
like,
literally a snake, Zoo. I'm a fucking dragon.
Oh,
he's like,
you're right.
I wouldn't be the person to ask about any kind of reward.
He doesn't want any
for
trouble
Red
with
Brown
them.
Ruffians. He's like, I don't
So
want any trouble. He's like,
Who would we ask?
Where's the
perhaps
mayor
you-
of the town?
perhaps you can ask at the town master's hall.
All
All right, let's go.
That's where we're going.
We tell him that we'll see if we can help Gundren, and then we fucking bounce.
Okay,
Sounds
and
good.
he kind of reminds you of that that five gold
gold.
piece reward that he had offered.
So is he paying us 15, or is he just paying us the 5?
5 from him, 10
5
from
from
the
him
other
and
guy.
10 from
Gundren owes
Gundren.
us 10. That's
But if we, okay, yeah.
so we were
okay.
searching for Gundren, but like we didn't search for Gundren.
Yeah.
Gundren.
Can we do a rest before we go back? Just like so we can all be.
You
'Cause
can
it's
actually
been a long ride.
sure.
Yo, if we're going to rest, I'm gonna use this. Although,
Shouldn't we like finish like talking to peeps and then rest? That way,
Yeah, I
like
think
Well,
there's a
we
there's
might be
a
able
there's
to
a
talk to
there's
some
a
of the peeps
lot
at
there's
like
a
a
lot
tavern.
of peeps though. Yeah, there is a nearby tavern, the Stonehill Inn, and the Sleeping Giant, but the Stonehill Inn is probably where you would stop.
So Phoenix is gonna dip to the tavern to try to get information over there. She
Okay.
does not
Well,
give
I
a
thought
shit if
our-
anybody goes with her.
Okay. Will the rest of you kind of follow to try to get some rest?
no, I want to go to the smithy.
The smithy.
Yeah, your boy's trying to buy a new sword.
Do you have money?
You.
I have 25 gold.
Really?
No, you're the
From
only one with
where?
money. I forgot.
Yeah, because I'm a noble. I'm trying to buy some shit.
Oh, you're right.
But you have starting gold from your classes, don't you?
You get some from
Yeah.
your background.
Your class and your
Yeah.
background, right?
I think I start with like 10.
It's bottom, middle. And
Oh
equipment.
wait,
What's that?
before Oak
Yeah.
goes, can you sleight of hand to try to give him
You
a
ain't
hug?
stealing my shit, dude. I swear to
Give him a
God.
hug and
You
then
can't steal from your
try to
own
take
party
5
members.
gold.
No
That's
PvP,
evil.
dude.
What's
No
It's not PvP.
That's PvP, dude.
No, he's saying from. Are you saying from Oak or from the old?
Yeah, he
man?
wants to steal from me, dude.
what's gold?
from
Is that GP?
Yeah, GP
Yeah.
is gold.
Yeah.
Gold pieces.
I already have 15 of that.
Where? I'm trying to find this gold piece. Where? Or how much?
Middle,
It's on the bottom of your-
block.
It's like the hourglass, like the gold
Hourglass.
hourglass.
Zoo, right in the
Oh,
middle.
okay, I have 10.
At the
Yeah,
bottom.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have 15.
Yeah, so stop trying to steal my shit, dude.
Okay, so I need to know what exactly everybody's doing.
I'm going to the smithy.
Where is
I am
that?
also
I'm looking for
going
it right
to-
now.
Top middle.
Not too far from where we are.
Yeah,
Oh, the dice is covering it for me. Okay.
it's right across
Um,
right across the street.
Okay. Is anyone going with him?
I am going with Oak.
I'm gonna go investigate the manor.
You're gonna go to the manor by yourself.
By yourself?
I'm gonna go to the
You're gonna get
tavern as
fucked.
well.
You're gonna get fucked up.
Epic can go die.
You guys aren't coming with me?
Epic,
No.
come to the
Right
smithy
now,
with
trying to
me.
get
Maybe
some
I'll
money
give you some
for
extra
some
gold to buy something if I have it.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna go
Is there a way
investigate
to see
Barthen's
how
home.
well I sneak in?
You want to investigate Barthen's?
So you guys are gonna
This shit
split.
ain't adding up, bro.
Okay, so Oak and Zoo want to go to the smithy, and then Craig wants to go to the Stonehill Inn. Is anyone going with her?
I'm going to the inn as well.
I'm in later.
Uh, yeah, you guys can rest at the inn later.
I'm
though
going to see if I can talk to people from the town that are like chilling there at the
Yeah. What we're gonna have to do though is if you guys split the party, we're gonna have to do everything one at a time. Obviously, I can't do it at the same time. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll have to do like one group and then another group. So we'll be sitting out until I get to you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go to the inn.
Cool.
I'm good with that.
Okay, so
Take a
Valdez,
nap.
Zeke, and Phoenix are going to the inn.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, and let's deal with the smithy first because it's right across the street. So, Burmore and Valdez.
What?
Zelda's wasn't
No,
it?
Sorry,
I'm
not
going to the
Valdez.
I'm going to the inn to take a
Burmore,
nap.
dude.
Burmore
Yeah.
and Fira
Yeah.
go across the street to the smithy. Okay. And at this time, some time has been kind of passing. And at this time right now, the door is closed. and it says, come back later will be open tomorrow morning.
Wow.
Oh wait,
Man.
actually, can I go with them?
Yeah.
To be like that. Oh, he's breaking in.
I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna use my thieves tools on the door.
Oh.
Let's
Do
go.
you have thieves tools,
Yeah,
or is it just proficient with thieves tools?
tools. It says I have it in my character. Tool proficiencies and custom skills.
No, it would be in items.
Items,
with
yeah, on the
equipment
bottom.
in the middle bottom.
Oh yeah,
Middle.
you do. Okay.
Oh, I have a
Um,
burglar pack. Okay, use my I'm gonna use my burglar pack because
Yeah,
I
I
have
see
one
that.
of them.
Okay, so what you're gonna do is go ahead and make a sleight of hand check, and
All
go
right,
ahead
so
and
do I
make
just click it?
a sleight of hand check, and then you add your.
I think clicking the skill rolls the dice for me, like, and then it adds
And
the
then
thing.
So,
well,
we'll click
okay,
it.
if it does, but then add your proficiency bonus too, because you're proficient with it.
10 plus 2.
Okay, so you try your hand at the door, and you spend some time on it, but you don't really have any luck.
Dang.
Damn, unfortunate guys.
Wait a minute. Why was Barthen's provisions open but the smithy's not?
Barthen was waiting for an order of supplies to come in.
Wow. All right.
Damn, you thought he wasn't ready for that. Get shitted on.
We should have went to the Shrine of Luck first. Maybe we would have had better luck breaking and entering. Dude. All right. Now what?
It's
I'm
up to you.
just gonna
Let
go
me know.
back to the. I'm going to the inn.
Yeah, I'm just going to the inn too. Yeah, I'm fucking done. I'm just like I'm so disappointed in fucking Alvin that I just can't believe it.
I don't know if you can be disappointed at Alvin that whole corpse.
I
Okay,
mean, you
so
can always go to
Zoo.
the smithy in the morning after our long rest.
Yeah, I mean that's cool. We'll just
Yeah, then
we'll
he's
go
gonna
to
be like,
we'll
hey.
sleep and then go to Smithy after.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick, but you guys can just continue. I'll be right
Okay.
back.
All right.
in the center
Yeah,
of
I'm going
town.
to the inn.
Okay, everyone's going to the inn now, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
guess so,
but some of
yeah.
us are already there.
But I'm just gonna describe it.
Except for Alvin, he's gonna go investigate Barton's home.
You're so checking.
okay.
Okay, so I'll do that afterwards then. Okay. So in the center of town stands a large, newly built roadhouse of fieldstone and rough-hewn timbers. The common room is filled with locals nursing mugs of ale or cider, all of them eyeing you with curiosity. Okay, so you guys have walked in.
hmm
What do you want to do?
Phoenix is gonna walk up to. I'm assuming there's a bar.
Yeah.
And she's gonna lay down 1 gold piece and say, "I'll take the best food and ale that you've got,
Okay.
and also a room for all of my party for a night." Because I'm
Okay.
assuming like 1 gold piece would cover all of that.
So yeah, I was gonna look up prices really quick actually.
Because I'm pretty sure the prices for rooms are like in the bronze or silver.
Let me make sure.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
So
Cool.
people are eating and drinking stuff at the bar, by the way. That's all we saw.
Oh, here it is. Okay, so when you get there, the man standing, he's kind of there's a shorter human male. He's just standing there. He's younger. He's standing there, kind of cleaning a mug out with a rag, and he looks at the gold coin and he looks at all of you, and he kind of He says that's a lot more than you're gonna need for here.
I just kind of, and I'm like, how much?
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
I'm like, how much would it take?
So he said to stay here. You're asking for rooms, right?
Yeah, rooms for the whole
And a meal.
party.
Sarah wanted a meal.
I want a meal, but if it, might as well just get a meal for everybody, just to.
He said for the group.
Yeah.
Like it's going to cost 18 silver pieces for food, and then 30 silver pieces to stay the night. So that'll put you at 48 total silver pieces. And just so you guys know, the currency exchange, it's 100 silver pieces to make
For a gold.
and then 100.
Okay, so it's not like some stupid like Harry Potter economics.
Yeah, it's very easy to figure.
It's metric.
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, it's 18 silver pieces for
Food.
For
food, and then 18 silver pieces for a room.
No, and then 30 silver pieces for one room for every person. And there's a total of 6 rooms here, so that's just enough for everyone.
Okay.
So the total will come out to 48 silver pieces.
That's just for one person, though.
No, that's for the entire.
For everybody.
Oh, that's for everybody.
It's not a reputable establishment.
So I just get.
It's modest,
but
that's not the most expensive place.
Adamar, I have a question. You said there was a second inn. What's that?
The sleep. You can ask this guy about it.
Is that fancier? I want to ask that guy.
So you ask him. You ask him if there's any other inns. He's like, well, there's a sleeping giant down the road. He's like, but I wouldn't recommend going there. He's like, that's basically a clubhouse for the Red Brown Ruffians at this point.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
They frequent that place. It's not as nice as my establishment. And he kind of gives you a smile.
That sounds like some bullshit. Citrus Jack. Citrus Jack.
All right.
So wait,
I roll a d20?
Yeah, you're gonna, and then add your insight.
Okay. My 5. Roll 21.
Okay, so you're able to gather that he's definitely not lying about the sleeping giant, but he's being a little cheeky about his place. He's maybe talking it up a bit.
Yeah, that sounded like something that Nona would say.
Why is it epic and you're trying to talk him down, dude?
Oh, that's what I was about to
he's
do.
going.
He's
Got
investigating.
the idea.
Epic's like, can I make a sleight of hand check to pull down his pants?
Actually, can I make a sleight of hand attack to steal the drink of ale that's behind the counter?
There we
So
go.
you want
Now
to
we're
steal?
talking.
It's not
Oh
filled.
wait, I thought
mean,
you were
unless
going to
want...
the mansion.
Yeah,
You're not even here, Epic.
That's right. You're not.
Nah,
Oh yeah.
That's right. You're not even.
Wait, when did he go to the mansion? I thought he was at the smithy with us. Then he came here.
He went to investigate Barthen's home.
Oh my. Oh yeah, that's where you went.
Oh yeah, never mind. I forgot. I'm tripping.
Which actually brings the price down just a little bit because I assume, but he's not. So it's just.
I mean, he's gonna come here to sleep eventually, so you might as well.
Okay,
We don't
so
have to
I'll
tell
crash
them
on
that
somebody
he's
else's
staying with
room.
us.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. We
We
hit
can
him with
just crash on somebody else's
the classic land strat.
The classic,
Yeah.
he wasn't here.
Yeah, this is a room for 2 people.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you asked them about the sleeping giant. Sarah, what did you want to do? Did you want to give him that gold piece anyway, or did you want to pay him an exact change?
I'm gonna give him the whole entire gold piece in the hopes that he would maybe give me some information too, for kind of like opening my pocket up a little bit.
Okay. So give me one
Like
second.
a tip. A little bit. Like I'm giving him a tip. A little bit more than 15%, I would think, but
Okay. So he kind of tells you. He takes the coin first of all, and he thanks you for it. And he makes sure to take down that you all will be taking a room each, and it kind of yells out an order in the back for someone to kind of prepare you some food for each of you. And while you kind of just wait at the bar talking to him, he talks to you a little bit about some of the people there. He's like, listen, I kind of keep my my head down, and I don't keep up to date with a lot of the rumors here. But there's people around here. He's like, you'll notice the Narth, our old farmer back there. He listens to a lot. And if you speak to our barmaid Elsa, she's well, I'll be honest, she's a bit of a gossip. So she's got some information that you might be interested as well. Lastly, my wife.
Okay.
My wife stood up to the Red Brands a few days ago. If you're kind of curious about what that was like, you might want to inquire with her.
Okay. Got one more question about Elsa. Is she
Sure.
single?
Elsa? He's like, well,
Yeah.
I
Now we're
honestly
getting
don't know. I've seen her with quite a few different people, but I don't really get much into Elsa's business.
Okay. That's the most I'm a married man, I'm not gonna give you a solid answer I've ever heard.
Damn, D&D's got good writing.
Okay. My
So,
next
he
mission
told
will
you
be
about
talk to Elsa, but I'm gonna let
Okay.
everybody else do stuff.
I want to
Okay.
talk to his wife.
Okay, so let's go ahead and let's do that first. So you go up to his wife. Her name is Trolina. She kind of has her hair a bit messy. Obviously, she's been working on cleaning down the bar. She kind of helps around. It's a bit of a family business. You see a small child running around there too, and that's their kid. So it's kind of run by this family of Stone Hills. And you walk up to Trolina, and I assume you introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, like, I'm an adventurer hoping to restore Phandalin to former glory. And I was wondering if you could tell me more about these, whatever the fuck's red, whatever,
Red
Okay.
Bandits.
She gives you a look.
the
And
ruffians.
she's looking up at you, right? Because you're really tall. She
Red
kind of
eye.
scoffs, and she says, "Phandalin to former glory, huh?" She's like, "Well, that's very presumptuous." He's like, "But with regards to the red brands, he's like, I did hear that Fel Dendrar, a local woodcarver, stood up to the red brands 10 days ago when they came up by his shop and leered at his wife. The ruffians murdered him. Several townsfolk saw it happen. The red brands grabbed his body, and now his wife, daughter, and son have gone missing too." That's all.
I thought she had a run-in with the people.
She's spoken to them before because she runs it quite a few different times. But yeah, that's more of
Right, so ask her.
it's just like it's a regular occurrence for most of the townspeople kind of run into them.
Is there anything she could tell me about like the places they chill besides the sleeping giant and the manor?
He's like, well, those two places are really their biggest, the biggest places that they gather. But you will find them in the streets from time to time. They're not afraid to pick a fight. So if a fight's what you're looking for, I'm sure it'll come to you.
All right, I'm done.
Okay.
Phoenix is just gonna go flirt with Elsa, so that's all she's doing right now.
Okay. Did you want to talk to her a little bit, or is just kind of happening in the background? While else is doing?
Just happening in the background. We'll see where we'll see where things go later.
Sounds good.
Who else?
At this time, I guess somebody kind of comes out, and it's another employee from the innkeep, and he kind of serves you all of food. He kind of sits you all up at a big round table, so you kind of have a time to eat and maybe kind of strategize as to what your next moves are, because you had this job with Barthen, and you delivered the supplies, but you unfortunately haven't been paid for it because Andrin hasn't been. So you kind of have a time to kind of maybe as a group decide what your next steps are. What are you guys interested in doing?
All right.
Well, I guess we gotta backtrack, right? Like we gotta go get
We
him.
gotta go follow the trail. Yeah.
Yeah, now
need
at
that
this
money.
point we kind of have to.
And now that we don't have the ox or the wagon, we don't have
to worry
any
about
other
that
things
either.
to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So
if
I
we would have
think-
just dipped and left it, it would have got looted or some shit.
True.
And yeah, it's our next move.
I think we should use the night to rest, get our supplies in the morning, so Oak and I can go to the smithy and whatnot. set ourselves up weapon-wise and garments or whatever the hell we need, and then get ready to check the trail north or whatever, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Dude,
we've already
go
got
to
the
the
room,
tribe-
so
the-
we're
the
definitely
tr-
stay.
The tribe
Okay,
will
yeah.
chat.
So yeah, we're sleeping for the night. In the morning, we'll go do what we need to prepare.
Okay, so I'll let you guys all. I'll go ahead and count
Wait
it.
a minute.
Wait, is
wait.
everybody okay with that?
Wait.
Whoa.
Shouldn't we
What do you
go
need
after
to-
the goblins at night so that they're fucking sleeping? Because there's
No,
a bunch
goblins are nocturnal creatures.
Goblins, yeah, goblins.
They
are,
just
dude,
didn't
fought
see it
us
in the
at daytime like 2 seconds
bro,
ago.
you didn't watch Goblin Slayer, bro? Come on,
I
dude.
did not watch Goblin Slayer.
Bro, I did not.
I will say.
Adam,
I
or
will say
what-
just-
It's based on D&D, bro.
What time do goblins
Yeah.
sleep?
Oh, I'm checking it now.
Just don't watch the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, I remember you.
You don't like
it.
excessive
Yeah,
gore.
Will, thanks for the
Yeah,
host,
yeah,
man.
I don't.
Go ahead and make a.
Yo, you
Go
guys
ahead.
know that Zeus said he doesn't like excessive
Yo,
gore, but he's
Epic,
gonna be a nurse. A nurse?
Epic, I'll mute the fuck out of you.
Go ahead and
Thank
make
God.
a nature check.
A
Oh,
nature
maybe-
check?
Actually, a survival check.
Do you-
A survival
Wait,
check.
oh,
Alright,
what
I
are you
have plus
checking
1 to
for?
that. I'm trying to figure out when goblins sleep, dude.
Oh,
I rolled a 17 plus
I was
1,
gonna say,
18.
Do you want
Okay.
me to do a nature check
Um,
because I've got the thing?
So you
You
know
said
that
it was survival.
survival, yeah, survival. Sorry.
Yeah, so 18.
So you know that goblins in your history, I mean, I guess in your past experiences with them, are very tribal creatures. So it's largely dependent on the nature of the tribe. Having seen these goblins out during the day, you know that it's not outside the realm. I mean, you know that they're definitely not sleeping throughout the day and only awake at night. But it could have been a scouting party or something like that. So you're not entirely sure.
Alright,
Maybe that's why
whether
they were
they're
so easy.
representative of the whole group.
okay.
I think it wouldn't be the best idea to go in the night because I don't think our vision, particularly in this group, is
Yeah,
good.
our perception's
vision for the
trash.
night- Yeah, I think only a few of us, if anything.
I could
have
see at night.
perception.
I
Yeah,
was gonna
think
say
the
I have
elves
dark
are-
vision.
I'm
Yeah, I
a,
have dark
I'm a
vision.
high elf, so I think I have dark vision or something like that. I have to, but
A lot
Our
of
whole
you,
group
a
has
lot of
dark vision.
you. I think a lot of you have dark vision, except for maybe Valdez, because
Where
I
do you
don't.
see if you have that?
It would
It's
be.
a race thing.
It'll be on the bottom
Um,
right, I think, maybe on your features and traits.
Yeah, I don't have it either.
Pretty
Oh,
sure.
I'm looking.
Yeah, actually, Dragonborn don't have dark vision either, which is kind of
Wait,
weird.
I thought they did.
Yeah, I know. I just like
Yeah,
assume they do, but
I
they
thought
don't.
they did too.
They don't.
So so everybody but
Oh,
Furmore
Citrian Oak.
and yeah,
Uh-huh.
there are ways to circumvent that, right? You could have a torch or something like that.
Nah, we
I
should
think
just wait
torches
till
would
the
expose us though.
Yeah, we should just wait till the morning.
we already paid for the rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
was
it's
gonna say
fine.
I've already
We'll go
paid for the
sleep.
rooms.
Okay,
So-
so I would go ahead and count that as your guys' long rest.
Wait,
Yeah.
whoa. I was
But-
supposed to go investigate Barton's
Yes,
home.
yeah. I was
Yeah.
about to say, but we're not done yet because Alvin is.
Right, so everyone else is getting ready for bed. Let's follow this
Yeah.
goose chase
Let's
storyline.
see where this.
Bro, I think he's the leader of the thieves, dog.
Dude,
Okay.
you're literally gonna fail to pick his lock, and you're gonna come crying home, dude.
Okay, so Alvin kind of walks up back
Hey,
to
you
Barton.
got this epic.
It's gotten a little bit darker right now.
Okay.
Some
I
time
think
has
this man's
passed.
conspiring,
A
bro.
little bit of time has passed, so I'm assuming that you want to go up and try to break in, or what was your plan?
I want to investigate him, bro.
You want to investigate him?
Investigate the home.
Okay, so I'm
Skills?
just
I
trying to
had-
gauge,
I
like,
had
are
it
you
on the
trying to
page.
be like you don't want him to be aware of the fact that you're
Maybe
there,
a
or are you
sneak
trying to
Yeah,
talk to him
sneak.
and ask him some questions? Okay.
Sneak.
Okay, so go ahead and make a stealth check. Where are you coming in from, or what are you doing? Describe to me.
Coming through the back.
Okay, so you come around the back, and you find a door there. It is locked.
Okay.
Did you want to try to break in?
I look into the windows.
Okay, so you look into the windows. There's windows right off to the side, and what you see really, it's kind of hard to see because it's getting darker. But I believe you have dark vision, right?
Yep.
Okay. What you can see is that it's an empty room, full of large crates and boxes, and kind of things covered over with like a large tarp and stuff like that. It kind of looks like your average supply room.
We're gonna pick the lock.
So go ahead and make a sleight of hand check, and then add your proficiency bonus.
You got a
Plus
nat
2.
20,
Okay, so kind of a little frustrated from the last time with it not working. kind of pick the lock and finally it clicks and the
Oh,
door
you're sick.
kind of barely creeps open.
I'm going in.
Okay, so you walk in and it's kind of the same room that you mentioned already, the supply room. It's a large supply room with boxes kind of stacked up to the ceiling, and then there's another room which you assume kind of leads over to the front room that you were in when you first walked in through the front door.
Mhm.
And then the way the house, let me backtrack a little bit. The way the building was constructed, it's a 2-story. So you see that supply room there in the back. You see the front desk area. You assume the front desk area is past this door.
Mhm.
And then there's a 2-story, so that's probably a good bet as to where the sleeping quarters are.
Can I open the crate?
Sure. So you kind of go up to the crates and you open them. Give me 1 second. Okay, so what you find is you find a few different sacks of flour, a few casks with some salted pork, some kegs with ale, and then you find some kind of tools, materials, maybe like shovels, crowbars, and some unlit lanterns, stuff like that.
Oh, crowbars. This dude might have something to do with the thieves stream.
No
Mm.
No word.
Epic. You could do like one of those check things to see if there's any secret messages, because thieves be leaving those since you think he's a thief.
Can't
Oh,
believe
yeah,
we're
Crazy
out
My
here
Thieves cans?
investigating the guy who reminds us of Ollivanders.
Hey, he was too nice, bro. They always have a
You're
secret.
gonna make an investigation check. What are you gonna do it on, like that the box that you're looking in, or what?
Didn't Citry roll like a 20 when he was trying to figure out if that guy was suspicious?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I told you that he wasn't.
I think you're mad sus.
Yeah, but maybe Barthen's got some family and they're in the thieves.
Yeah, I'm gonna investigate. Before, actually, investigate the chest or take it. Yeah, I'm gonna investigate the room or the crates, whatever.
Okay, you're looking for the messages.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation roll. Okay, and then plus your investigation bonus.
Proficiency?
No, there's like a bonus next to the
4.
investigation. Okay, so 19. Okay, so you find a
No.
little message inside the box.
Oh shit.
But what it is it's like an inventory ledger, just all the information with regards to what should be in that supplies.
Epic, could you please
Nothing
just go to
else.
bed, dude?
Alright, we're just gonna steal the food and drink.
Okay, go ahead and
Let's
make another stealth check. Because you had to carry that stuff up quietly. Add your stealth.
Dude, that's the whole. That's like the roll, bro. 5 plus 4, or 4 plus 5.
Oh, okay. I wasn't looking at chat. Sorry.
Oh my.
9. Okay. So where were you gonna steal?
The food and drink, the ale and the pork.
So you have like a small cask of the salted pork in one hand, and tucked under your left hand, and then you have another one under your right arm with the wine, with the drink.
Mhm.
And as you're kind of trying to sneak your way out, there's a small like floorboard that's sticking up, and you kind of trip on it. And as you do, you drop the cask with the salted pork on it, and it kind of bangs to the floor. You kind of stand there for a second. You hear some footsteps up above you, and then you kind of hear some movement, and then you kind of hear them walking slowly down the stairs. You can hear the steps kind of creaking.
Run
Bro,
out
you
the
better
back.
fucking dip.
Are you carrying the stuff, or?
Yeah, carrying the stuff.
Okay, so you grab the stuff, and you haul ass right out of the thing. The door wide open.
Oh no.
And then what do you want to do? You make it out. You make it out, and you clear it a pretty good distance, enough that you can kind of probably hide behind another building or so. So now maybe you're like around here. I would say you barely got away with it. You obviously woke him up, and he's probably looking around as to what happened, but he doesn't know it was you because he wouldn't have made it to you in time.
Okay. Run back to the inn.
Okay. So
With all
you
the
run,
stuff?
so
Yeah.
you run back to the inn with the barrel with two casks under your arm, one with wine and one with salted pork, and you see the rest of the group kind of all having dinner. Or actually, you guys were already upstairs, right?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
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 Okay, you guys were all in your rooms already. So you walk in, um, you talk to Toblin Stonehill at the front. He kind of lets you, and after some conversation, he kind of lets you know, and realizing who you are, he lets you know that a tiefling already purchased your room and your stay. And he kind of looks at you holding the cask, kind of with like an arched eyebrow, but he doesn't really say much else about it.
I would maybe put down some money and be like, forget what you saw, Epic, if I were you.
Nah.
Because there's totally,
Is
the
there
guy
anybody?
could totally be like, hey.
You can't give him advice. We're up in the room right now.
Well, maybe I'm still flirting with Elsa downstairs, trying to
Yeah.
coerce her
Is there anybody
upstairs.
in the?
Hello.
Is there anybody in the inn right now? Like at the
Uh,
bar or the?
No.
Most of the people,
He's
most
about
of
to
the
kill
people,
this guy.
most of the people have kind of already left home for the night, gone back to their homes. You kind of see their young kid. He's kind of at the bar, just kind of kicking his feet, bored, waiting to go home. And then his wife is just kind of cleaning some tables with a wet rag, just kind of
So it's a kid.
wrapping up for the day. There's a kid at the bar. He's the son of Toblin Stonehill. He's the son of Toblin Stonehill, and he's just chilling there, just kind of kicking his feet at the bar, waiting for his dad and his mom to kind of finish up work for the day so they can go home.
All right.
What do you do?
Let's go back to my room.
Okay, so you head upstairs with your stolen goods, and I'm assuming you kind of enjoy those for the night since you probably didn't make it enough time for dinner to be served.
Yep.
That sound good to everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so doing that, you guys get a good long rest for 8 hours, and
Wait, doesn't the elves use trance?
yeah, what does
Okay.
what does
Yeah,
trance say specifically?
meditation.
So we sleep
yes.
for 4.
Yeah,
instead.
okay.
Yeah.
But it still counts as a long rest for you. So anybody that had any remaining hit points to regain, those are all completely brought back.
And you refresh your spells, right?
You refresh your
Mhm,
spells if
I-
anybody used any spell slots, but I don't think anybody. Maybe
Sarah did.
Sarah did one. Yeah, you refresh your spells.
Yep.
Okay.
We Gucci.
If no one else had anything, then I'm gonna assume you guys, wake up. ready for
I guess I do
day.
the same thing as Epic as one thing. What's it called? Trance.
The trance, yeah. So you sleep for 4, and then I guess I'm not sure. You can, if you wanted to let me know what you guys were doing for the other 4 or something, you can.
I'm trying to figure it out. So what does trance do exactly? It's like boost your stat.
Oh, does it? Let me see.
No. I'm asking you basically.
Let me see. Is it on your character sheet?
I'm looking. Where's trance?
It would
Where
probably
would
be on the
trance be?
right, maybe. Let me see.
Trance.
Yeah, I see it here. Elves don't need to sleep. Instead, they meditate deeply, remaining semi-conscious for 4 hours a day. The common word for such meditation is trance. While meditating, you can dream after a fashion. Such dreams are actually mental exercises that have become reflexive. After resting in this way, you gain the same benefit that a human does from 8 hours of sleep. Okay, so it's nothing too unique. Just that you slept for 4 hours, and then the other 4 hours you were kind of like meditated.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'll just do that.
Okay. So if that's pretty much it,
Yeah.
I'm assuming you guys kind of wake up bright and early the next morning. Maybe you all kind of meet down back in the common room. What do you guys do?
Yeah, we'll just meet up at the common room. I guess eat breakfast too.
Sure. Do you want to
Do you guys
go
want
to
to eat? Like, does
Yeah.
anyone else want to eat?
Yeah, we gotta eat.
Sure.
We got goblins to kill. We gotta eat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't kill goblins on an empty stomach.
Right,
So you
you're
pay. Are you guys all paying for yourselves individually?
right.
I'll pay for everybody again.
Okay.
I'll pay you
sure?
back later. And
Okay.
I'll remember that.
Money bag. Zunair will remember this.
Zoo's not even role playing. He's just himself.
So that'll cause that'll. Yeah, he's like, he's like, all right, I got you next time.
He's
G."
like, I'm super hungry, guys.
Next
Let's
in,
get
Phoenix,
breakfast.
I got you.
No, the most Zoo thing is we're gonna go somewhere and Zoo's just gonna like steal their Wi-Fi for like 7 weeks and just.
So
be mad
so
at
mark,
them.
go ahead and mark off another 18 silver pieces.
I'll never forget
Okay.
that.
Okay, so you have your breakfast. You guys are
Alright,
looking
Zoo and I want to go to
energized.
the smithy,
Okay.
Oh yeah.
and I swear to God, if you say they're closed, I'm breaking down the door.
Nope. Let me just
Swear
pull
to God.
something out. Okay. So you guys make your way to the smithy, and you meet a kind of middle-aged man there at the front door. He's kind of he's kind of balding in the middle, but he refuses to take off the rest of his hair on the side still.
Awful.
Oh.
Ooh.
You realize that
Awful.
his name is
Bill Dotrieve.
his name, he just goes by Smith, so he hasn't very cleverly named his establishment, but he is selling a few different types of adventuring gear, specifically mostly, and a few simple weapons, nothing too exciting. So
Smithy needs to come home. That headband's not gonna cover it up forever.
did you want me to kind of list some of that stuff off, Oak?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So with regards to adventuring gear, he's selling a few, like a crowbar, grappling hook, a hammer, um, stuff like that. And the grappling hook, well, actually, I'll tell you prices based on what you're interested in. And then he
You
has,
know which one you gotta get, Oak.
and then he has some simple melee weapons. So he's got a hand axe, he's got a javelin, a light hammer, and he's also, with regards to melee weapons, he's got a short sword, and a rapier.
Okay. I think the only thing I'd be interested in is the grappling hook.
So the grappling hook is worth 2 gold pieces.
2 gold pieces. I got 10. That's so much. And I gotta pay Sarah back. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Hold on.
Can I give Smithy some advice and say I want to shave his head, or like
Oh my
hair for him? Can I do that?
Yeah, you kind of
Okay,
very
so-
like. Go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna basically, dude. I think that I'm genuinely giving you some advice. Having hair in the or having no hair just in the middle and like on the sides is really
Dude,
whack.
I'm having flashbacks when we gave Oak the mid part talk.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Hey, that mid
Okay,
that
okay,
mid
so
part
persuasion stuff.
that worked. All right, that talk worked.
So where's the persuasion? Where would it be?
It's in your skills, like in the top left. So roll a d20 and then add your persuasion.
Top left. Persuasion.
No, top left. Let me see.
Oh, okay. It's 1. Okay, so it's just 1.
Add 20. Roll a 20 and then add 1.
Okay, so 1 sec.
Or you could just click it. I think that's what everybody.
16, so 17.
Okay, so he kind of gives you a look, like at first, like he's just kind of like you don't get any reaction from his face,
Okay.
and then he kind of, the left side of his mouth kind of curls up. He kind of grins a little bit, and like he's like, well, my wife keeps telling me to do the same exact thing. Maybe I will.
Okay, and I offer him for the price of 10 silver pieces that I'll shave his head off for him.
Wait, dude, do you have some scissors for that?
So you're trying to give him
what?
10
Oh,
silver
you don't
pieces?
shave with the scissors.
So okay, yeah.
You
Let me
do
look
in
at my
D&D,
equipment.
dude. They don't have fucking.
They have daggers.
Can
Let
I
me
can
just-
I
let
get
me just
scissors
I
pull
would
out
somewhere?
love my
long
dagger.
What?
Can I get scissors somewhere?
He has some. He has like a blade here that if you wanted to shave him, because just
Oh
seems to
great.
be a
Okay,
general
okay,
tool.
okay. So
Just in case someone wants to shave his head for him, he has one on standby.
He usually uses it for
wife
other
probably
things,
set it
but
up.
this is the first time for this. But okay, so he go ahead and you offer him 10 silver pieces.
Yeah, or I'm asking like, so for if he gives me 10 silver pieces, I'll shave his head off for him.
Oh, you want him to pay you to do it?
Yeah. I'm not paying him.
I like how you're
There-
talking to him like that's the crazy part of this.
I thought you were like desperately invested in like making sure he shaved his head. That you were gonna offer him money. Okay, so go ahead and make another persuasion check.
Okay, so I have it's +1, so I just do d20 roll again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 18, 19. Yo, I'm nice at this.
Okay, so he kind of looks at you. He still has an eyebrow raised and he's got that grin, and then he looks at the blade and he's like, fuck it. Okay, so he kind of lets you do that.
Perfect. So I set him down on his chair behind the counter.
Okay.
Well, you gotta make sure you have an apron on him to catch
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting.
And we're gonna have to roll dexterity to make sure Zoo doesn't
Yes,
butcher this guy's scalp.
Don't worry, that was my next. That was my next. So go ahead and make a dexterity. So a simple dexterity check. So roll a d20 and add your dexterity bonus.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll the d20. 16. And then you said dexterity, right?
Yeah.
+3, so 18.
Okay.
I had to think about it.
16
So-
plus 3 is not 18.
Yeah.
It's okay. He had already met the thing anyway.
Zoo's gonna work in a medical setting, people.
That'd be nice.
So you kind of take your time, very, very tenderly and very deftly, kind of shaving the sides of his hair off. And
We make small talk. I ask him about his day and all that.
he's not the type that would typically. Usually, he's very brusque with patrons. He's very just about his business, but
Okay.
he's never really found himself in this kind of situation. So he kind of pours his heart out to you. You guys really have a real heart to heart. He tells you about his relationship. He kind of maybe asks some of your advice. You guys really get to know each other.
Great. Okay, I'm glad we're becoming friends.
And Burmore is kind of like looking at you guys
No, I'm
like,
still just waiting to buy my fucking javelin.
yeah, like one, he wants to buy shit, and he's also just like perplexed.
Okay, no. Oak, I got you. Oak, don't worry. So I'm gonna ask him afterwards. Or actually, can I do this now? Can I say I'll drop the silver coins if you give a discount to my friend that wants to buy something?
I mean,
Full
I was gonna
credit.
be like, hey, like intimidate him while you're got a blade to his head.
I'm not gonna intimidate this. I'll take the blade away.
We just went over how they're friends now.
Yeah, so he's
Yeah,
like
we just said we're friends.
he's just like in a completely different emotional state than he started the day off, and he's just like, yeah, what the hell? What do you want? He asked
Alright,
Burmore.
so I want to buy a javelin.
Okay, so
How
the
much
javelin
is a javelin?
was normally 5 silver pieces, one per one javelin.
Okay, so I
he'll
don't
go
want
with-
I don't want that price. What is it right now?
Yeah, he'll go ahead and for the discount he'll offer it for 3.
Okay, I want to persuade him lower.
You want to do lower than that? You guys are really greedy.
Greedy bastards.
I'm giving you a discount.
Okay, so what do you say to persuade him to bring down the price?
I say, hey, the town down the road, they sell them for 2.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
11.
Okay, he kind of gives you this look like, come on now. I'm already
Yeah.
helping you out here.
So do javelins have a weight to them? Like, do I have to worry
They do,
about
yeah.
this stuff?
Each javelin weighs 2 pounds.
So
I'm
how do I
not-
know how much weight I can hold?
You multiply your constitution, the total constitution times 15, I think. I need
So
to check to make sure. I need to check to make sure, but I'm not stressing about weight too much right now, just because it's a lot to juggle as it is. But I can get back to that. Get back to you.
Either
with the
either
exact-
way, it's like 210. So
Yeah,
I
I mean,
want to
it's only-
buy.
Go ahead.
I want to buy 15 javelins.
What?
And you're gonna carry all of these.
Yeah.
Oak, are you okay?
You just said I could. I'm only at 127 weight.
Yeah, but you also have to be able to hold them. So
Why can't they like stick out of my backpack or whatever, dude?
okay.
They're
no, you're right.
javelins.
You're right.
I mean,
You're right.
there are
I
ways to
want-
like attach a skateboard to backpacks. There's probably like javelin holders that he might sell.
I'm just
Yeah.
picturing like his silhouette looks like he has like the Game of Thrones like throne behind him because he's just, like, 15 javelins just, like,
That's
down his
intimidating.
head.
He just looks like a
Yeah. So I
pincushion.
want 15 Wait, no, I can pick them back up. I want 2 javelins.
Okay, so 2 javelins for 3 gold pieces apiece.
Okay, I thought for a second
means-
Oak was gonna become a traveling javelin salesman or something.
He literally
So
completely
so wait,
opposite.
So
It's silver pieces, so it would be 6
I have
silver
9.
pieces total.
So I have 96 left. 96 silver, 24 gold. Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
They got change over there?
What else did he have?
He had a hand axe, a javelin, he had a rapier, a short sword, and then he also had some adventuring gear like a crowbar, grappling hook, and a hammer.
What's a rapier do?
Oh, I got that.
It's like a fancy sword.
Yeah, let me see if it tells
Does
me.
he happen to have any sort
Alright.
of like
I
potions
want the
or
I want the
medicine?
rapier.
He doesn't have any. He's kind of strictly focused on smithing.
Okay.
What did you ask, Oak?
Said I want a rapier.
Okay, so the rapier he runs at 25 gold.
You're
25
rich?
gold.
25 gold.
Oh, you don't have
Wait. What's my discount? What's my discount?
It's a little tougher for him on the rapier, but he'll go ahead and bring it down to 22.
Bro, he's really good at hooking you up. Do not ask him for
Nah, I don't want that. I don't want that.
more. Alright.
I say, hey, that's a little steep. You know,
You're so
what?
stingy.
What?
Oak's the guy who like haggles
You're
you down to less
stingy.
than
He
cost,
said
and then is
gold,
like, oh,
Zoo.
that's too
That's
steep
all
for
of
me.
my money. That's
Yeah,
all.
that's a sword.
Dude, Zoo, I already have 2 swords.
Man, get out of here so I can just talk with my my homie, Smithy.
Dude, I want to do a strength check against you. I want to drag him out of the shop.
What? You let me say that.
We're running out of day. But
I'll go
we're
ahead
running
and
out of we're running out of daylight. We got to go kill some goblins.
I'll go ahead and say that I'll go ahead and say that the zoo kind of already finished his job. He was just kind of wiping down
Yeah.
his head, making sure that it's nice and clean and shiny, and
Yeah.
and he's pretty much done with that.
I was hoping Oak would drag him out with the guy half shaved.
Man, Oak, you trash. Oak, you're literally the trashiest person.
Okay, so what do
We
you
go
guys
kill
do?
some
We're getting
goblins.
ready to set out.
Does anybody else have anything to do?
No, I'm good.
So,
I would like to try to find a place that sells potions. So I might ask Smithy, hey, are there any
okay.
like apothecaries or anybody that practices that kind of thing around?
Give me 1 second.
Also, this is, I guess, an aside to everybody, but I'm drawing the group in like a picture that we'll end up using for stream, and I've kind of named them the Greedy Bastards.
That's valid.
Is that
That's
okay with
valid.
everyone?
That's fair.
I
Seems
can
fitting.
understandable, but I don't want it to assume that's me because I'm not greedy. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
you should have like Zoo like he should be like off like to the side like he's
Giving a
should be looking at you
disapproving
like in a
look.
judging stance.
like
So,
Zoo's looking straight at me, giving a thumbs down just like he always does.
Alright, that works.
So Sarah,
Zoo's literally my dad.
he kind of looks at your character and he just tells you, "Oh, you're gonna want to talk to Ladine over at the Lion Shield coaster about any kind of potions. If anybody has them, it's probably her."
She probably sighs and is like, you got a dumb name, and walks out.
Okay, so I'm assuming you guys are done there at the smithy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying goodbye to the smithy. I apologizing for Mormore's personality.
Yeah, and I apologize for the shitty haircut he now has.
Oh
He
no,
reminds-
he has a
dude,
shiny head, and
He
I
doesn't
asked
have
him-
his
I
hair.
asked
He doesn't have
Smithy-
hair at all.
He reminds you. He reminds you
Exactly.
that please to come over for dinner sometime with him and his wife.
Oh,
Oh,
and I say,
Oh my God.
that's so sweet.
I say absolutely, and when we finish this whole investigation and whatnot, if you come back to the town,
It's gonna be real
I
sad
will
when
visit
Kaz's
you.
character gets killed.
He
Bro.
gives you an enthusiastic wave and you
And
guys
then,
kind of walk out the door.
All right, yeah, and then we're out.
All right.
Okay. It's been 3 hours, I think, right?
Like 2.5.
Yeah, we're like at 2.5. You gotta go.
Yeah, it's getting late now.
Yeah, Zeus has to go talk to his girlfriend.
All right. All right. Then we'll go ahead and end the session there right before we head up to you guys head back.
I think
Or
that's probably a
actually,
good spot to stop, anyways.
yeah. Remind me, Sarah, or I'll write down that you wanted to go to the Lion Shield coaster before, and then head that way.
Yeah, that's our
Okay.
next stop.
All
I'll
right.
make some notes anyway.
Okay.
All right.
It doesn't feel like that many hours have gone by.
Yeah,
It
we
goes
haven't
by-
It's been
accomplished
like-
No, it goes
anything.
really fast. It's
All
been
right.
technically 3 hours.
It goes
Nah,
by
Adam,
super
We
fast.
had one
When-
combat encounter.
When's our 2-person campaign?
Right now.
Yeah, right. It starts today.
Right now, let's go.
You guys, I had like fucking like probably like 5 or 6 combat encounters planned, and I literally had to like fly by the seat of my pants for like 2 hours.
Wait, what are you guys doing? Are you guys doing your own campaign?
No,
No, we're not.
Zoo, he thought that we were gonna go and follow that path with the goblins and fight people, and he planned it all out. But then we came here.
This is gonna be Adamar. This is gonna be like wrangling cats.
Jesus Christ, dude, that was stressful. I had like a rough sketch of I'm so glad I put this, dude. I wasn't even gonna put the town because I was like they won't even get to the town yet. And then I thought I was like, what if some off chance they might get to the town? So I put it in here, and I like did some like a review of it, but not as intensive as some other stuff. And I'm so glad that I did. That was nuts, but pretty good.
So when's the next time we're doing this? I think bi-weekly, right?
Oh, good question. Yeah. So on the original poll, we had said every 2 weeks. Is that still cool with everybody, or did you guys want to do
Dude,
something
every
next
week,
week?
goddamn.
I would very much like this every week if possible.
Is
I feel
anyone
like I'm not sure
opposed to
yet.
that? Okay.
'Cause
Oh,
I'm,
which
gonna
also
go, I'm legit going to locals that day.
which
Yo,
also
Oh, that might be a deal breaker then.
which
Yeah,
also
yeah,
brings
Dude, what
me
time does your locals get over?
6 p.m. is when it starts.
this also brings me to my next point. Something we
We
didn't
could
talk
just
about.
drop out.
Something that we didn't talk about in the session 0 is how do you guys want to handle if everybody can make it except one person? Because I think that we can.
Why don't we just like run it and like we can just have somebody control that other person?
Just have somebody sleep in
we
the
can-
No, but
fucking
what if they
wagon.
die and stuff
We
like
can
that?
run it, and I can control the person, or that person cannot participate. Like maybe they just hung back and Fandom.
But then they wouldn't get the shares of Goot or
Yeah,
Loot
I
and
mean it's up to you.
Gold and-
Or if you guys really wanted to, then we just wouldn't run it. But I just feel like it's gonna be hard to make
Yeah,
sure.
that'll take way
that-
too long.
I feel like it's gonna be hard to make sure that you guys can all make it every time. Because I feel
Why
like
don't we just,
something's gonna come up with one of you guys sometimes, and
what-
which is fine.
Why don't we just do like we run it and like the person hangs back or whatever, but like it doesn't affect like they still get like XP if we like cross a feat.
Kaz
or whatever.
chilling with the fucking guy,
I'll
and then
probably
we're
give.
doing shit.
I'll probably give them half of the XP that you guys,
I think that's okay.
if that's cool.
Yeah.
Are we still? So is it like? Are we going bi-weekly or weekly still? Is the
You guys want me to?
Still a
Why don't I run another poll and then let's see how
Okay.
it comes out.
Just do
Wait,
that. Yeah, just do
Why don't we
that
just
every week.
why don't we just do bi-weekly, but then like on the other weeks, Adamar, like we do like another campaign. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
still.
What if we just
I'm-
continue right now and we just kick Zoo out?
Oh, she's right. She's right. We can run without.
y'all
We
said
can-
2 hours.
All right,
Oh, snipe down.
we
his
can just
response
write
game.
Kaz's character to
Dude.
go chill with the Smithy.
I'm chilling with Smithy. I'm having dinner.
Yeah,
with
and then
you
we
guys
go
have
out and do
fun.
actual shit.
Yeah, so
Yeah, you guys can
Perfect.
do that.
yeah.
Y'all are
so
fucked
hang out
up.
with Smithy, having
A bunch
dinner,
of
you guys are
Judases.
chill.
I was about to say, Zoo literally had some intense character development, man. You guys trying to kick him out.
You guys are literally.
Well, no, he's gonna
He's
go
kicking
continue
himself
What
out.
is this, Game of Thrones? Like as soon as you get
Zeus
character
the one who's
development, you
out-
just die?
Zeus the one out here, like, yeah, I gotta get off to go talk to my girlfriend. Like, this is Niagara Falls, all right? Like, this is Niagara Falls.
I'm trying to go to bed.
Nah.
Yeah, go to bed, quote unquote.
I'm sleeping.
That's why
Fucking
you
anime freak.
Yeah, you're sleeping on this D&D group.
You got okay. First
Damn,
off,
I
we
did.
said
I did.
2
I
to
did
3
not know where that
hours.
sentence was going.
Anyway, I'm not.
Hope you get hit by a bus.
That man's giving me food.
All right, bye.
I hope y'all all get stabbed.
Sorry, dude. Sorry.
Joke's on you. I already did get stabbed.
Don't
You
worry.
don't
Zoo.
mean that.
As
Yeah,
DM,
some
I
of
got
y'all
your back.
already got stabbed. No one's appreciating me shooting some guy between the damn eyes. No damage.
Zoo,
By
I
me.
cleave 2 guys in half.
All right, and then your dumbass tried to
That's
throw
true.
a body or
Different
whatever.
way.
No, I dove on a guy with the body, all right?
Yeah,
and then and then my
miserably.
massive strength ripped that body in half just by swinging it, dude. All right?
Epic literally started off his session like a badass, and then like it went to his head, and he tried to do everything.
And then nothing worked.
He rolled a
Bro,
one.
we stole, bro. I stole that thing. I stole the food, bro. Y'all paid for your food that night. I'd never.
You also got caught, so now they're mad suspicious.
I'm picturing
No, we
him
didn't
like
get catched.
I'm picturing his character like in the bed, like eating the pork, like it was totally real.
So Adamar, were you like shitting yourself whenever we came here and like I was like, oh, yeah, let's go to that manor, like let's go fight the people? You're like, no.
I was I was getting ready to run whatever happens at the manor, but it was gonna stress me out. Yeah.
Adamar was ready to fucking kill us all.
But I wasn't gonna stop you guys from doing it. If you guys decided to do it, I was gonna run it. I was just gonna be fucking winging it though.
Understandable. All right, but I'm out. You guys continue your session or whatever.
Pretty challenging.
All right, later.
Later, dude.
Later.
Oh, we're actually continuing?
No, we shouldn't continue the session without
We
you.
shouldn't. We should start a different campaign.
We'll just stop there for now. I could if you guys were interested in getting more familiar, or whoever wants to stay, I could just like run a combat if you guys want it.
Do we get XP for it?
No, I'm not gonna give
No,
you shit.
greedy
Fuck off.
bastards.
Did we get XP
Yeah.
for the first encounter?
He literally tries to haggle with me.
Oh,
and
wait.
people in
No,
game.
no, we
We
get
didn't get XP for the
level up.
first one.
No, we level up after like certain milestones. He said.
Oh yeah, so
Okay, so stream, we're gonna cut it off here. We're gonna cut it off here. We're done with the campaign for the night, and it's getting late.
I forgot we were even streaming.
But thanks everybody for watching. Will, thanks for the host again. You have a great night.